Alright, I think we should be good to go. Let me go to the Twitch thing real quick. And again, I'm going to be talking away from the mic frequently, so that's why the volume keeps changing. Okay. Okay. At everyone, Xenobladen time, boys, and then I'll paste the link. Okay. Oh, never mind. Because for some reason, it didn't grab my actual link. So let's try that again. Okay. Xenoblade time, but for real. Okay. I'm gonna open up Twitter as well, which is my favorite site on the internet. I'm not even sure why I post this to Twitter half the time, but whatever. Okay, post that. I think we should be good. Let's close that. Check. Yep, look at this time the Discord did actually post the correct link. Alright. We should be good to go now. And I have a water bottle near my feet. I will push it out of the way for now. We'll pick it up later. Anyways, what's going on? Skywolf, I could see you in the chat. When the blade is Xeno. When the blade is Xeno indeed. Although, considering what Xenoblade means, it's kind of wacky, but whatever. Also, I need to turn the brightness up on my phone, because... Oh, and I guess the game also wants me to do... to move for a second. Legend of Xeno, Tears of the Blade. Ah, okay. That's not a too unfair title for this game, in some ways, actually, but... Whack indeed. Yeah, so... hello, welcome, back to Xenoblade Chronicles. Last time, we did a whole arduous, stupid side quest, basically, that was like, hey, these dumb kids stole your core crystal, go find them, and we spent almost the entire stream doing that, and then random side quests that, like, every single one of them was coincidentally, like, one of the tedious ones, because for some reason on stream... This game wants to show off its worst attributes, but the second I'm playing it off stream, it's all the cool stuff that happens. Speaking of which, I did a lot of side quests off screen. Despite that fact, my quest log doesn't look much smaller at all, but that's because I kept finding more side quests as I was going. Couple of them I can't do much about because I'm not high enough level and I don't want to use the inn yet. I will mention, we'll be focusing on this a little bit here at the beginning of the stream, because I did do the Merc group missions for her thing, which it said 3 of them, but it actually ended up being 6, because there were 2 lessons each. But first we need to find a... Well, here, let me actually make it in the quest log. I wanted to finish up the thing I was doing last real quick before we start. This is involving that Napon from last time that wanted to be a good singer to get her son to show up. This quest took a lot longer than you might think. There was a lot of steps to it. I think I'm at the last step now where I have to go actually find her son. And yeah, that Merc group, I've sure been using that a whole lot. I'm just gonna... Honestly, maybe I don't need to be walking up these stairs, but hey, it is what it is. So that's what we've been up to. None of the blades in this series really fit being called foreign, since all the blades are native to the worlds, as far as I know. Well, actually, I guess the Monado sure isn't. Because the Monado came from the previous world. We already, we had seen that in Xenoblade 1. Where it was like, oh, actually, this was... Klaus's old world is kind of where this power came from originally. And so, at bare minimum, the Monado is a Xenoblade. But whether or not this one we have, Pyra, is a Xenoblade or not, I guess would be the question to find out, which we'll have to wait and see if that has any bearing on the story whatsoever or has nothing to do with it, and it's just the funny name that they have for this series. Alright, this is her son, supposedly. This song apparently very popular now in Argentum. Do friends know it? Yeah, we kind of do. Wow, it's really popular then. And Spicy Stralu from that restaurant also famous. They say it reminded everyone of their Mama Pon's cooking. Have friends heard of it? Boy, you're gonna be in for a surprise. Meh? Solula is Sunny Pon, a foodie maker and songy singer. Follow on. Why do you talk like this every time? Making up false stories very bad. Solula is red-blooded Napon of Kingdom of Uriah. Not greedy, stingy Napon from Argentum. Bro, could it be you trying to kidnap Solula because he's so cute? Napon adorable and famous for fluff. Fetch good price on black market. It's just, Rex is like, huh? Help kidnap? Everybody is just so confused. You never catch me. I guess this quest is still going. Let me see what's over here real quick. I want to see if they have like a little treasure chest or something hiding behind the scenes, because sometimes, oh, I already got one, but I already got that one. But yeah, so I guess we're doing this. I said I did all the side quests, so we didn't have to start the stream of side quests, but I guess we sure are. I guess that's true. Yeah. Again, Xeno doesn't need to mean like literally alien in like that traditional kind of way. I wonder if he went up that ladder. He did. But so yeah, I don't know. I didn't think of it like that. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's a thing I never thought about too hard, because I always wonder, like, what's the deal with this name? Why did they call this that? But, like, after the fact, it was like, oh, that's why. It makes sense. It's just kind of funny. Klaus's world, so it comes from Mother 3. No, in Xenoblade lore, Klaus is a different guy. He was Zanza, the one who thought he was the greatest thing of all time, and then subsequently lost. Go away! Oh! No! Freaking... Of course it had to be... I was missing one. Okay. Agate, what's the deal? What is your thingy? What do you need for Keen Eye? Not anything I could do right now. And I don't know the condition. Do we have any other blades that have Keen Eye, I guess would be the question then. Because I've got a couple. There's not many. Customized blade. What do you have? Dark Mastery Botany and Clairvoyant Eye, but not Keen Eye. Thank you, Azami. I need to use you more, to be fair. Ancient Wisdom Chivalry. It's looking like we don't have any blades that have this, and until I get to level 3, there's not much I can do. Also, let me check in the Merc group. 20 minutes, okay. So, I guess we're not finishing this side quest for now. It is what it is, so let's go back to Mor Ardain. Actually, no, let's go back to Argentum, and we'll continue Ursula's thing, because it's a good time to be doing that. Yeah, Xeno just means not from here. Basically, I'm not sure about 3, but the blades in 2 are absolutely native to this world. You know, the answer to that would be playing Xenoblade 3. It's really good. Actually, I heard it was called Xenoblade as a reference to the fact that the main guy worked on Xenogears and Xenosaga. Yes, but, like, it still fits the story of Xenoblade 1, because it is a Xenoblade. That is why the games are called. That is, yes, but... Where Ursula gone? Friends should bring Ursula here. Oh, yeah, I gotta put her in my party, don't I? Okay, yes. Fair point. I get it. We haven't even gotten to really use her at all because I've been sending her on Merc missions constantly instead. All skills now at level 2. That mean it's time to stand on stage and give performance. What? No, you can't just spring this on me. Everybody have to start somewhere. It's important to gain experience, too. But I can't. T-Taps know what friend thinking. Not to worry, T-Taps take care of all organizational tasks. That's not what she was thinking. Venue will be right here in Rumble Tum Canteen. T-Tabs have some business to take care of. We'll go on ahead. Friend Ursula should also get ready. How long till I have to be ready? Not long at all. We hope everyone gather in Rumbletum Canteen imminently. Wow, you really are just putting the pressure on this girl. Now I've done it. This poor girl. I know it's me forcing her to do this, so it's not my choice. Or it's not her fault, and it's really not his, because I could have not talked to him, but whatever. What are you gonna do? So... Ooh, what do we got going on in here? Give me a sec. Is there another side quest in here? Oh, okay, it's the same one. Preparation for concert complete. Is almost showtime. Time to let 108 fans of Ursula hear beautiful music. Oh, she's gonna be terrified. Ursula, you okay? Yes, I'm fine, yes. She's physically shaking here. Encourage her to do it the same as always. Tell her to breathe and calm down. I feel like this is probably the choice I would make. Seeing as time, she stopped thinking and wasting the day. The thing is, she doesn't want to stop thinking and wasting the day because she doesn't want to do this that much. I'm going to tell her to calm down. We'll see if this is a mistake. Yes, okay. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay. Thanks, that did calm me down somewhat. I'll give it all I've got. That may not be much, though. She really just second guesses everything. Also, I'm kind of sad that, again, we can't actually hear the singing. Even I thought, because of the Chugga Conroy Let's Play, I was, like, sure she sang. I just didn't think she sang lyrics.
Do it, Ursula. If mess up, not end of world.
Don't say that, Tora.
Relax. It's no
She's not gonna mess up. I guess she did stop thinking and wasting the day.
Oh, what a lovely tune.
Oh, voice of angel.
Yeah. It's so angelic that I can't see it right, or hear it right now, I guess, you know? I guess that's not too incorrect considering I don't think we're capable of actually perceiving angels as they exist, so canonical.
Hey, what happened?
Did you forget the words?
Come on, sing more, more.
Stop pressuring her. She's doing her best. And now it's time for a game of musical bears. You're grounded. Go to your room. Alright, what's up, Tippy Tappy? I knew I couldn't do it. His shame, really. I'm sorry I let you down. I'll go get my stuff. Yeah, get out, Ursula. You're fired. Huh? What friend's saying? Even if perform on stage not go so great, even standing on stage in first place is great success. Huh? Song Ursula sing was cut short, true, but it still touched people. Shy and sweet personas shine through and pluck at heartstrings of audience. Really? Yes, really. If friend Ursula need proof, might be interested to learn that her fan club was established immediately. That's nice. Nice job, Ursula. I need to do the higher pitched voice. I'm sorry. It wasn't easy, but all's well that ends well, eh? Ursula, what about that? Doesn't it make you feel happy at least? I don't know what to think yet. Well, no, when everyone came just to listen to me sing, that was kind of nice. That feeling very important. If we manage to convey that feeling, next concert will be sensational. Convey my feeling to everyone. Yes, we look to future after all, and with that, time for more lessons. Yes, okay. This time we aim to improve each area to level 4. Build own potential and confidence surely follow. T-Taps think next time everything goes swimmingly. Alright, Key Affinity Award 3. Okay. And I can't even really check it right now. What was it, in Gormat? Or is this going to be in Argentum still? Or have they not given it to us? Ooh, I'm trying to move the camera around. Where did T-Taps? Where did you it might be that it's in the other continents, perhaps, that is going on. And now it's time for... Or I already read that. I never knew that the voice of angels can't be perceived by normal ears. I mean, like, honestly, kinda. So, like, to be fair, I'm not an expert on this, so, like, it might be better to ask somebody who's a more of an actual expert on this. But from my awareness, we're not capable of perceiving angels as their bodies exist. Whenever they appear, they have to appear as if they're humans to us because, their true forms are apparently kind of scary. Even them as is are kind of hard to deal with just because nobody expects it. They're intimidating figures, but I don't think we can actually see them in their traditional form. I forget. What do these need? I don't even have lockpicking. We do have fortitude, though. Oh, it's because we have Ursula in the party. Did I replace Rock with her? Yeah, I did. Okay. We've been rolling with the same party. Crosset's been kind of around for a bit. But I don't really like Perun very much. What we could do, though, for now, is we'll have Adenine, and we'll have a little bit of a different party this time. Which I think should be a decent way to do things. I did do the affinity chart stuff for a lot of them. I didn't do all of it. I didn't get meat yet, which we'll see if we can find some in this stream, but... I did several of them. Cross-set was one of the ones that was really, really crazy. So we'll pal around with this little party for now. I may trade out, you know, like Agate at some point too, when a certain event happens. But for now, first let's change the time because this version of theme's fine, but I am not walking around here without the daytime theme right now. Why is Ursula's speech bubble coming from the bear's belly? I mean, I don't know. Maybe the bear was just hungry and that was its stomach speaking. Anyways, let's go. Last time we did make it to Mor Ardain. We didn't make it very far into Mor Ardain. This stream, I want to make actual story progress because I feel like we've been doing nothing but side quests, really. So that is the plan. That being said, am I going to fight the side quest enemies on the way? Yes. So, I guess deal with it, but it is what it is. Also, you guys are going to have to tell me if the volume is too loud for the battles. I did lower the, whatever, the battle vocals again, but I feel like no matter what I do, it doesn't change anything. Also, I guess that's enough now. Here. Let's do this real quick, because we have a lot of people. So, we need to get rid of this thing. Let's have everybody target this, because I want to get rid of it right now. There we go, and I think this will be enough for now of these things to fight. Okay. And now I just want to use Rivali's Gale to see what's atop the cliffs. Some of the cliffs you can actually get atop, to be fair. Okay, okay. Oh, that was not good. Oh, man. I hope this heals. We really don't have a lot of time to be messing around. Okay, maybe I should have had Rock in the party. Get up. Get up. Get up. Boy, I may have bit off more than I could chew. But we're gonna just go ham. I don't have time to be messing around here. So let's just not mess around. Okay, okay, I actually see a pathway we can do now that we have Ursula, which I should probably use her in the next fight a little bit. In that we can start off with fire, then build to level 3, have Nia use her water thing, and then I could use Ursula for a final level and actually have an ice thing since we haven't done that yet. Okay, come here. Thank you, camera. Like side quests are boring. Okay, so I like side quests. The thing is, so last time we had a Xenoblade stream, Jispy started asking questions like, "Oh wait, what is this again?" And it made me realize that like because of the delays in streams, and then the fact that like you know we've been doing mostly side quests whenever we've been streaming, it means like it's hard to remember the main events, and like. Yeah, the fact that we're heading to Mor Ardain to begin with might not have even been easily rememberable because it's like, yeah, there was just a long gap. Okay, let me see real quick. I want to see what this like. We might as well have this quest dealt with. Okay, so Land Wolf and Nuke Skeeters. Okay. So we'll fight some Wolves now, since there's several of them right here anyway, so it seems like a perfect opportunity to start working on this. Just before this video, I was watching a video about Tears of the Kingdom. I'm still undecided about getting it because the main thing I noticed is it feels divisive compared to Breath of the Wild. That is the thing I've noticed about Tears of the Kingdom, is some people love it, like a lot, and then some other people don't vibe with it as much. Which, there's not much you could do about it, but it's like, yeah, it isn't exactly ideal, obviously. Okay, I might as well use up all of my arts, so we can build towards that ice thing. And then we'll get Ursula in the party, which I guess we have another healer with us. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to be doing that. So that kind of sucks. Okay, oh, well, okay, Tora wasted his, which kind of sucks. I'm noticing this is not going according to plan at all. Here, let me see what wind does for our current party, since I haven't actually, like, I haven't memorized these charts very well. Okay. It might be, well, I guess we can use level 4, so you'll get to see what Ursula's level 4 is like. Alright, not bad. I should have changed to Agate instead, but I chose the wrong choice. Right, we're gonna see if we can do her level 3 before this is done, although I'm kind of not sure if it's gonna matter, because this guy's gonna die in like a minute. Let's launch him. Oh, well, somebody already launched him, so it didn't even matter. That sucks. Why this guy gotta die so early? It's stupid. It's not fair. I guess we're gonna be using level 4 again on this guy. Alright, let's try this again. Alright. And now this guy is really far back. Okay. Got him toppled. Launch him. And then, we should hopefully just be able to go back to Ursula the second we need to, which is going to be great. I probably could have stuck on Ursula if I wanted to, but I didn't. And also, again, whatever, we're using this. I want to do something cool. He was already dead. Like, you were doing all these cool moves, and he's already dead. Oh, we're getting several of the affinity rewards, so that's good. I guess we'll go open that up real quick. Oh, I guess the chat moved very suddenly, which it'll be a good time to open this up real quick. Let's see. Yeah, but Jispy's like the judge from Ace Attorney. What does that mean? Well, not entirely. Jispy knows what a computer is, at least. Jispy also isn't fooled by women, and actually my tendency would be to side with the defense. Okay. Jispy, you only say that because you see everything from the defense's side. Okay, literally the game perspective is from the defense's side the majority of the time. Okay. I don't know what the deal is with you guys, but whatever. Fine. Okay, so this time I'm gonna start this with Pyra, I think. Man, these enemies are dying too quickly. This is stupid. Oh, I need to give Nia the Narcipair jelly again. I forgot. I was trying to get launch off, not that, but I do appreciate the effort, Pyra. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, once you start getting more blades, this combat system starts getting better and better. Honestly, I'm just waiting until either Tora can get more blades or until we get another freaking driver. That'll be really nice. I think I'm going to give Nia the Narcipair Jelly after this fight, though, because, like, the issue we're dealing with is that she can't get to level 2 as quickly right now because her arts are kind of slow with Dromark. But now I actually need her to wait. Okay. Let's do that. Let's get Ursula out. Okay. Okay, and then we'll do this. Do a level 3. Diamond Mist. Alright. I didn't get the full thing with it, but if he survived that... No, he didn't. Never mind. That's rough. I was hoping I could use a chain attack. Okay, well... I did say I was going to give her a Narcipair Jelly. I do also need to keep an eye on Rex, because I need to give him the generosity. The pun is not lost on me there, because Pyra really likes those, and that's how to get one of her affinity chart things. Okay, everybody is leveling up. We're having a big old party, I guess. I should have just gone to the affinity chart. I'm like, oh, there's only like one of them. We'll wait. Well, clearly I was wrong. You have to go to the affinity chart to actually have those activate. That's a little bit weird. Well, more I say that because I'm American, not a Japanification. I don't know. Japanifornication is something else. But being pro-prosecution is very much a Japanese thing, apparently. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay. Oh, we got to go back to the port to finish that quest. But funnily enough, we did not find a quick travel point. I thought we did, but we sure didn't. Before we go this way, let me see if there's anything over here of note. I think we already went this way, though. And so that actually, never mind. There's no point. Yeah, Japan's legal system is not good, to say the least. That is what I've heard, but I don't live there, so I don't know how much I can speak for it. Hey, this is a storage area for goods to be transported into Alba Cavendish. Moradaine's main exports are salvage materials and manufactured goods. Our food, though, is mostly imported without the money our tech brings in. We'd barely be able to... Without the money our tech brings in, we'd barely be able to feed ourselves. There's always a ton of imported goods sitting around here, ready to be carried into the city. The freight elevator needs permission to use, but the personnel elevator is open to the public. Now, you probably don't want to hang around a dusty old place like this. Hurry along to the city. Yeah, you might have noticed something. Compared to the other Titans we've been on up to this point, there's a noticeable lack of greenery here. I would keep that in mind a little bit. We also had that one NPC earlier tell us about how trees don't grow very well here. And you might notice as well that unlike a lot of the other Titans, there sure is a lot of technology at play here. I wonder if those two are linked a little bit. Hint, hint, wink, wink. I'm definitely not saying what's going on. Tora want to hear gossip. At the top of this elevator is Alba Cavendish, the Imperial capital. You could buy top-quality courtships and accessories there made by using cutting-edge Ardanian technology. Any driver would be a fool not to pay the place a visit at least once. Also, most food in the Empire is pretty awful, but there's something called Quotaletta that's actually worth a try. Stay away from this stuff they call kasha, though. It's kind of gruel, but the things they put in it are just, ugh. Okay, good to know. That is a pretty well-known thing in canon. More Ardain food is disgusting. The way I hear it, it's almost impossible to be found innocent. Yeah, that is what I've heard as well. But again, it's kind of like, I can only judge so much because I don't live there. Alright, let's see. What do you have to say, Nira Nira? Hail, friends! Nira Nira on a little touristy excursion to Mor Ardain Empire. Really, Nira Nira? If you don't remember, this was the Napon that was working alongside Bana. Alba Cavendish really is a splendid place. Air is clean and food is exquisite. I think you're lying now. Meh? I get it backward. Oops, that happened from time to time. Nira, I'll probably go look around somewhere now. But much thanks for saying hello. Okay, glad to know you're here for some reason, Nira. Yeah, I've noticed this place is Riven or Mordor, but Mordor is supposed to be kind of bad. Riven isn't. Ah, I see. This place isn't supposed to be bad. It's just got
So this is the
Imperial
capital.
Such a big city. Maybe their place is selling rare junk parts for upgrading Poppy. Time to go look.
Master Pawn, Poppy would rather use new parts if possible.
fair.
Is that you there, Tora? Have not seen Tora in long time. Remember me? Mui Mui?
Huh? Why random old guy know Tora's name?
Clearly not.
Oh, Tora not remember me at all. It's Mui Mui. I was assistant of Professor Susu, your Grampy Pon.
Tora, put on some clothes. I guess Nopon don't actually need to wear clothes. It's not, like, required. It's just funny seeing him without anyone. It's like the rest of them are all wearing clothes, and even he is right now.
Mooey Mooey guy! Of course, Tora remember. Mooey Mooey should have said to start with.
He literally did,
Mui
Tora.
Mui did say.
Oh, right. Mooey Mooey not very interesting, so Tora forgot he exists.
Oh, well, great. That's a nice burn there,
That's
Tora.
not very
This is really fucking mean.
No, I do not blame Tora. Tora was very young back then. Not surprising he forget.
Besides, Master Pawn was quite distracted just now, only thinking of how to upgrade Poppy.
That line is so weird. I don't know why she delivers it like that. Like, I'm scared. Like, what I think the reasoning is they didn't have enough space for that line and they had to just rush it through.
Tora studied Grandipon and Dadapon's blueprints carefully and finished construction.
Again, the problem with doing a localization with no pre-warning on how things should play out, and with no time to prepare.
So still here to see results of hard work.
Mooey Mooey, you have any idea where Dadapon went?
That day when the lab was attacked, Mui Mui was out on errand. When I got back, Professor Susu's body was lying there. But there was no sign of Professor Tatazo.
I see. Even Mooey Mooey not know.
Do not feel down, Master Pawn. We will find Dadapon someday. Though no evidence for this hypothesis.
Fucking Poppy.
Anyway, Mui Mui apologize for interrupting your trip when you just arrived in city. Friend of Mui Mui run an inn just up ahead. Place with famous hot springs. If you like, Mui Mui can try to get you discount.
Mooey Mooey is best friend!
Oh, wow, you changed your tune pretty quick, Tora. So now that you're in a town, this place isn't as Riven-y. Yeah, this is an actual town. I guess the Merc group's back, too. They made sure to tell me that very vocally. See, just expect Mui Mui to say for science any day now, because I guess you said it's Nopon and Sano, which I actually don't know who that is. Ah, cut Poppy some slaps. She's not even one yet. I guess. I just think it's funny. Also, boy, you got a good set of skills. What a freaking terrible blade. As I said, we will be bonding at least one blade every stream, because I don't know how many there will be, and or at least I'm going to try to bond one rare blade every stream. I know this may bother some people, but it's like, well, what are you going to do? Let's see, is it in Uriah? Where is, maybe it says something in the quest log that I gotta upgrade something to continue her quest. Okay, I guess we'll do it off screen since I'm using her anyways. Poppy? That's a load of poppycock. This is an anime game, so of course they'll find him. You don't remember Dr. Insano? Pretty sure he was when he's Oh, okay, you mean the character, so I didn't remember the name.
Look what I found.
Congratulations.
Let's see. Mooey Mooey never dream of meeting friends in place like this. Is a very big coincidence. Mooey Mooey suggests staying at Jaculo's Inn. Mooey Mooey goes so often he know my face now. Inn is in Baraf Industry Ward. Better soon, they still have hot spring that will soothe all troubles of friends away. Take it from me, it's very cheap too. Mooey Mooey cannot recommend enough. Let's talk to Nola. That's an adorable blade you're traveling with, my dear. I mean, well, which one, I guess? Like, honestly, nah, all three of them are pretty adorable in their own way, even Dromark. Though knowing drivers and blades, I suppose even the cutest of you still get up to some pretty barbaric stuff, like knocking enemies to the ground and then launching them into the air, or even smashing them back down into the ground for massive damage. I've heard those Orion brutes do that. I can't stand that kind of thing. Battle should be handled with precision and grace, like Special Inquisitor Morag. Oh, what I wouldn't give to be able to have tea with her sometime. I would not mind having tea with Morag, although I don't necessarily like tea. Hello, friend. Alba Cavendish is pretty prosperous right now, you know. Anything you need, chances are good. You can buy it right here in Aville Shopping District. But cross Mordell Bridge and head out to the capital, and it's a different story. It's a barren wasteland out there. Oh, thank you, guy in front of the camera. You'll want to be careful if you're venturing out of the city. The area isn't exactly hospitable. Also, I'd recommend you don't head right after crossing the bridge. You might run into a dangerous lot. Okay, that's good to know. Appreciate it. Before we leave, we probably should look into some core chips and see if there's any particularly useful ones that we can get. That lowers her critical rate. I'm not interested in that for her. The attacker blades, you generally want to have a higher critical. For healer, it doesn't really matter, so we might as well equip a core chip on Ursula, especially because she hasn't been equipped with one in a while. Same goes for Dromark. We might as well have everybody as strong as they can be. You know, there's no loss in it. She is a healer, so critical rate doesn't matter, but that's a pretty decent critical rate, so I'm kind of hesitant. This is a tank. Block rate is what we want with this anyways, usually, so we'll up the block rate, and then we'll see about Poppy here. Yeah, her critical rate's not great anyway, so we might as well. We spent a little bit of cash, but not bad. I'm guessing we're gonna need lock picking for the nope. Focus and Noponic Wisdom. Okay, so we're close to getting that, and at least it's on our map for later. Let's go up these stairs. We'll go talk to that one NPC. Before we go into the inn, I will be bonding the blade, I think, as long as everybody's fine with that. Say, are those blades I see traveling with you? That brings back memories. My old man's a driver too, you know. His blade was basically like a mother to me. Interesting. She used to make me dumplings, play with me, help my education. I hope she's doing all right these days. My old man too. We might be seeing something of this stream, I should note. Because while I'm not going to be doing all the side quests on stream, a lot of them I'm going to be doing off stream. There is some of them that I want to do, and that guy happens to involve one of them. Let's see about Norman here. Hey, thanks for coming. As you can see, we made it to Mor Ardain in one piece. I feel bad about doing that to Rhiannon's parents, though. I really do. But Rhiannon's happiness is what's most important to me. Oh, before I forget, there's something I've been meaning to give you. Here. Do you remember the side quest we did a while ago, where we helped a couple choose whether they should stay in Gormott or go to Mor Ardain? This is the couple. They ended up in Mor Ardain, just like they said they were going to try. As you can see, these choices actually do affect what happens to the characters. You helped us back in Gormott, thank you. We'd never been able to come here without your help. As for Dad, what's done is done, so I'd rather not think about how he's going to take it. I do feel bad for leaving Mom on her own, though. But I'm happy. Everything's new and different to me here, but as long as I've got Norman, I'm not afraid. So, you know what? A little bit of a scary change, but it seems like things worked out. This is what I fucking love about RPG side quests, is getting to see these things pay off in some way. There's a lot of games that do side quests that aren't very interesting, but this is not one of them, and I think it's really cool that there's so many ones that do have, like, actual weight on things. Help sought from a Brave for an important ecological survey. Place thermal exhaust fork task cutting of new veins and recovery of 3 white scale antennae. Please report to Joblin at Hardray Palace on completion. Okay, so this is these aren't as common in Xenoblade 2, but they do exist. You can get some material quests. That being said, unlike Xenoblade 1, which had like 50,000 of them, this game has like 1 per area, maybe 2. Have you heard anything interesting lately? Have you ever seen Emperor Nile? He's not much older than me, but he rules over all of Mor Ardain. Only thing I ever looked after is my pet pilehorn rhino beetle. But this guy's looking after a whole country. Isn't that amazing? Just wish my mom would stop comparing me to him. Man, you don't even have a brother you're being compared to. It's like, oh, why can't you be more like the Emperor? You know, he's such a good kid. And yet you can't finish your homework on time, you know? Maybe I should have had him as a son instead, and the kid's like, Mom, this isn't even fair. He probably doesn't even have homework. What are you doing back here, guy? You okay? You ever ventured down to the levels below Alba Cavendish? You can only get down there when the Cloud Sea is low. Nations like Gormod and Mor Ardain that are built on the surface of Titans are at the mercy of Cloud Sea level. That's why we tend to build our cities on high ground, where the Cloud Sea level doesn't affect much. Sometimes I envy nations like Argentum that float on the Cloud Sea, and Araya where they live inside the Titan itself. I don't think it'd be that big of an inconvenience here, considering the city is so far above stuff. Also, this city is huge, if you haven't figured it out yet. This is a very big place. I'm kind of wondering what the purpose of this is, besides I can get down to the elevator thing this way. But there might be something that pops up here later. Also, I should read the chat. Spoonie, you fool, that was an old anti-magic field generator. I have a new model that no longer requires a dongly thing, and it floats. Who could it hit up there? Wacka hits it with a blitz ball. I think it's funny how you say Wacka, and I'm thinking of a different character. But, can your hot spring bring the dead back to life like the ones in Saturn Valley? Not many of those even can, to be fair. It's an acquired skill, I guess. A random large beast blocking the view of the camera. Did George Lucas edit this game? This is the more correct version of Xenoblade 2, you know? Every shot just has so much more detail in it, you know? The CG is just so much more impressive. Yeah, I remember that subquest. I am glad you do. Man, that's a freaking mood. Yeah. See, funny thing is, I was never really compared to other people, but that's because I guess I was the one everybody compared others to when I was a kid. But that being said, it's just how it is sometimes. Have we met somewhere before, perhaps? Ah, the chairman's office in Goldmouth. Of course, of course. This is where I grew up, you know. I came back briefly to take care of a small work-related matter. And now that's all sorted, I'm enjoying a sweet moment's rest. I wouldn't recommend you stay too close to Hardig Palace, by the way. It's just across that bridge there. If you're lucky, you'd get turned away by the guards. If you're unlucky, you might wind up in a cell. Yeah, I'll take that advice, I guess. I would rather not end up in jail. I think that's a normal thing to say. I'm not going to talk to every NPC. I just like talking to them when we get to a new town. If you're visiting Alba Cavendish, you shouldn't miss out on our famous hot springs. I'm sure you must have noticed that there's natural steam rising from the ground all over these parts. Some of it gets used for energy in the power plants, but other places use it to heat luxurious public baths. Alba Cavendish is an upright sort of place to live in, so the baths are one of the few uptight. So the baths are one of the few opportunities we get to unwind. I make sure to visit every day myself. I've never been much of a bath guy. I'm a shower guy. That being said, we are, again, discovering more that they are definitely very technologically apt, considering they are using their resources for that. Let's see what Toli has to say. You there, you look like you have some skills. Care to try your hand working here? No, I'm good. I see, that's a shame. I'm sure you would have done a great job. Skill is all that matters here. We'll employ anyone as long as they've got what it takes. I just wish Iset would give up on that barely profitable junk shop of his and work here instead. You know what? Sometimes other opportunities pop up, and you gotta take them. So we're gonna get close to the inn, and then I'm gonna bond some blades. Nobody has ever had a problem with it, but I always feel the need to say it because I know it's not always that exciting just sitting there watching me bond blades until I get something actually of worth. And the only reason why I'm willing to do this so frequently is because I can use the overdrive protocols to put them on somebody else. And so it's not as big of an issue. So what I'm getting is the Xenoblade series is about people who live in the insides of Unicron. Not exactly, no. But there are some, I guess, vague attributes you could claim are similar to that. I don't know. A little bit of a stretch. Okay, we are getting a little close. I would like to get this side quest first before we start doing that. Since there is a side quest. There's also side. Hello, friend. In Moradane, research on Titans and weaponry is a common pursuit even at private institutions. It's subsidized by the government, you see. For our current project here, we're researching ways to encourage plant life to grow on the Ardanian Titan. If we could grow our own vegetables, we'd be less dependent on imports, and it might help the Titan recover too. That's the dream anyways. All we could do right now is experiment and hope. Yeah, we've heard about this a lot, but the Moradane Titan's dying slowly. You know, so, that's a problem. Well, well, what have we here? A strange little band indeed. Different peoples coming together to shatter the bonds of nationalism. Oh, okay, I see. Perhaps you are just what I need. Let's see. Yes, I suppose there can be no harm in sharing my worries with you fine people. My name is Alice D. I am a scholar specializing in ancient Nipponic culture. There are remains of their mural work in every corner of the world. I have heard the ancient Nippon murals even exist in Uriah. I would like nothing more than to examine them, but... Well, I'm sure you're aware of the situation. Relations between Uriah and Moradane are strained of late. These days, any research that we carry out in Uriah is considered to be intelligence gathering. Personally, I've never been one to shy away from a little danger in the name of research. However, attempting to enter Uriah through official channels would be no doubt exacerbate the political situation. Were I but 10 years younger, I would stow away on a merchant ship and enter Uriah in secret. We're gonna help, right, Rex? Of course. We'll do everything we can. You do realize you'd be putting yourselves in danger, too, right? Bro, they don't care what we do. We're just random people. Meeting you was a stroke of luck. Thank you for helping out. So what kind of plan are we talking about here? The thing is... Oh, I see. You'll enlist the help of your comrades. I've got it. I'll disguise myself as your old servant and try to blend in. Tor and friends handle it. Don't be afraid to ask anything of me. It'll make my disguise all the more believable. You know what? Good for you that you commit to the bit. Most people are like, well, I'm not going to actually do it, but, you know. And I guess he'll be coming along with us, so I guess you're going on a hot spring visit first, instead of getting to do that. So, let's see. Don't make that comparison again. It's times you read Baraf Industry Ward as Beef Industry Ward. Ah, I see. Alright, so, Rex already has a lot of good blades. But give me a second, because I'm a little... I know I've already checked this. I'm just paranoid. I'm always scared I'm going to find out there's, like, no blades. Yeah, I can use overdrive. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. So, we're going to bond to Nia. There is this one... But frankly, this one's kind of boring, so I want to do ones that aren't, like, given to you by story right now. We can do that one later. Maybe we'll do it in Chapter 5. Let's see. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Something tells me that commercial slogan is older than I think it was. Probably. Alright, so we'll be sitting here for a couple minutes to do this. I'm reminding of how inconsistent New Game Plus of this game is. What is the deal with New Game Plus that makes it inconsistent? So, we're going to use 10 common crystals, and then we'll go up in level until we get something. It's what you keep versus what you don't. I'm pretty sure you keep a lot of stuff, but not everything you'd want to keep, necessarily. Got one of the female generics. Nope. We could skip the Awakening and make this way quicker, but if I skip the Awakening, then it'll just be like, oh, there's a rare blade, I guess. We won't get to see the cutscene. That being said, I'm playing with fire a little bit, because there's one of them that's really weird, and the second the cutscene starts, it's like, oh boy, this is going to make the game look really weird if we get them. Oh. Aw, no! Not this one. This one sucks. Yep, here we go. It's everybody's favorite one. Finch. Probably the bottom tier blade. Unfortunately, yes. And their gimmick is they're forgetful because they're bird-brained like a bird. Haha.
I can be a little forgetful at times.
Does this count for this bonding session, or can we go for a better one? Because I don't want this. I don't want to count this one. But if I have to, I will.
What am I supposed to be working on?
Game Plus adds a thing at the beginning where you teleport straight to Lavos. Okay, it's been a couple of years since I played, so this is off the top of my head, but you don't get to keep Recta's endgame abilities, for example. Yeah, that is a little weird. Birdie from McDonald's commercials. No, I think that would be better. Nor do you get to keep the Merc stuff until you reach that point in the story again. Ah, sure, Jispy likes this one. Go for a better one if you like. Alright, everybody, guess what? We're sitting here for longer because I hate Finch. And then it's gonna be funny when I get Electra eventually, and it's like, oh, great. You may be wondering why I'm so insistent on doing this. Why I keep bonding as many blades as I can all the time. And it's because there is one particular blade I would really, really like to get. But they have a very low chance of popping. Oh! Okay. That was fucking quick. Why did we get 2 of these so quickly? This is foreign. Despite the outfit, it is a guy. He's just a dancer. I'm pretty sure he is a boy.
You look like a driver I can depend on.
I could be wrong, though.
This one's putty in my hands. Oh, nothing.
I guess somebody will have to correct me if I'm wrong.
Even the savage beast.
The session is loving the green ones. I guess so. We might equip Florin in a bit. They're a ground user, though, so it might be better to wait. But, we got 2 blades. That's good enough. Just be deaf in that case. Never mind. I'll take a gander at the wiki. Alright, well, somebody will be able to answer, because I might be misremembering this based on a different blade. But yeah, there's one particular blade I would very much like to get. And they're not very easy to get a hold of. And it's why I keep bonding them so fervently. I don't think we can go in here. It's locked. Farlin. Hello, friend. This is a Smooth Plant. Entry is forbidden to all but authorized personnel. This plant is where we convert the heat from inside the Titan into energy for our steam engines. You could call it the foundation of Ardanian Empire's technology. It's connected to the plant outside of the city by gondola, but don't you dare try anything funny, you hear? Why did you tell us that? That was a dumb decision. Wiki says male. Okay, so I was right. I was pretty sure it was a guy. He just is a dancer. That's the gimmick. And so it's like, that's just how it is. I can think of one person who would like Finch. Colonel Sanders. I would not have a problem giving Finch to Colonel No, okay. I'm not that mean. Okay, I wouldn't do that. I just don't like Finch. So anyways, so we've already had one scene that I would claim as one of the cutscenes people see out of context on YouTube and then judge the whole game based off of it. This chapter has 3 of those, maybe even 5. All of the worst scenes in this game are in this chapter. So happened to be Tora's party. Grand. Mui mentioned he'd be coming. It so happens we're offering a special rate today. Okay, 100G. Not bad. We're also proud to offer one of the finest open-air baths. Feel free to use them at your leisure. If you've seen an anime, you know what the deal is with hot springs.
Feels good. Such wondrous bliss makes aching of journey melt away.
I think it's funny because she's a robot. It's like...
Should you even be in the bath? Won't you rest or something?
They're no problem. Poppy made from special alloy. No rust or need for oil.
Tora thought of everything, huh?
I'm also glad he thought of
Master
making it so
Pod
she
is
could
finest
feel the
artificial
heat
red
somehow.
maker in all the world.
Hey, Pyra.
Oh
Come
no.
on in, the water's great.
It's not Pyra.
Mithra.
Is there a problem?
I guess not. But
Yeah, this is an anime game, unfortunately.
Nice bod you've got there.
Thanks. When I told her there was a hot spring here, Mithra was dead set on trying it out. So, here I am.
Must be
Thankfully,
interesting
the
for you
fog
guys.
is thick enough for you not to worry. Oh wait, I don't mind. Okay. I don't know if that was made before that scene, but thankfully it doesn't do that again. Also, I like how Poppy just swims around super goofy because she's a fucking kid.
I think I'm heading out.
Nia, are you?
Well, yeah.
Do you want us to keep this quiet?
I'd appreciate it, yeah, for now.
Understood. You got it.
Thanks.
The only good thing about this cutscene is Poppy swimming. The cutscene, I mean, to be fair, I mean, it just implied some stuff, but also, like, it's not a bad cutscene. I just don't need that one part.
Mithra seemed very pleased.
Nia,
it
what
was my
is
first bath
being
in
implied
500
here?
years. I think I have the right to savor it.
I wonder what secret this could be hiding.
With Pyra? Of course. Our memories are shared, so it doesn't matter that much who takes control.
Did Poppy
Sounds
shrink?
pretty handy.
No, she's just short.
Hey, what the hell was that?
I cannot say. It sounds like some kind of disturbance.
Let's find out. Come on. Oh.
What's that look for?
Oh, I was just surprised to see you.
You'd rather I was her?
I didn't mean it like that.
I say having played the game from start to finish. Yeah, that is the funny thing with foreshadowing for stuff you already know.
Can I
Is you have
ask
to act like, it's like, oh man, I wonder if this is
You need
implying something.
permission now?
Do you mind if I stay like this for the time being?
Like this? You mean as Mithra?
It hasn't been long since I woke up, and this is all new to you. We need time to adjust to using my power. She and I talked it over together. Mithra's power is much stronger than mine, but it has its limitations. It can be difficult to use in tight spaces. It might be best if you get used to using her in different situations.
I mean, I don't mind at all. I'd like to learn more about you, too.
What's that supposed to mean? I don't see how I'm any different from her, really.
Really? You can certainly be more touchy sometimes.
Well, that's just who I am. What do you expect me to do?
You see what I mean?
What's that smile for?
No, I just thought it's been fun lately. A lot's
Oh,
happened
somebody
since we
raided me,
survived.
I guess.
And now
In the
I've
middle of a
met you
cutscene.
A lot of that stuff can't have been easy, though. So why the smile?
Oh, thank you for the raid, by the way,
Even
Torque
rough
OS.
patches can be
Appreciate
valuable
it.
Experiences. Is that weird?
Always the optimist.
Gramps gets mad at me for being too positive sometimes.
More like all the time.
Ah, was that over there?
Looks like it.
Alright, so first I should read the actual chat messages. Having played, I thought you meant the cliche of guys walking to the girls. Nah, it didn't happen, thankfully. Oh no, well, I raided. And you get a bot in chat. I don't care. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Brought the chaos, apparently. Yes, it's not a... maybe you guys are responsible for this city going down. Having this conversation while this dramatic action music plays. Honestly, I think it's kind of funny. It's very fitting. It's kind of... it fits very well. Ranked Ronin is a bot. You can ban it. Oh! Did not know that. Let me see if I can do that real quick. I will... sorry, I gotta interrupt. Oh, they are banned. It says they're banned already, so I guess we're good. No problem, I think. Yeah, that's with us. Okay, it isn't that big of a deal. Well, somebody banned it for me, I guess is why. Wait, I meant that bot is not with us. Left a word out. Okay, I banned them. I forgot, yes, I do actually have mods. Alright, so I don't need to read the tutorials because I mean, they explained it pretty well firstly, but I obviously know how this works.
This is where we were going.
So, we have now finally gotten to be able to use the best character in the game. But also, like, I mean that in the sense that, like, okay, well, hey, buddy, appreciate it. From my awareness, especially late game Mithra gets fucking nuts. But also, this is the character I most enjoy. Did I give Nia the Narcipair jelly? I might not have. Okay, let's see. Ah, I wasted it. Okay, well, maybe Agate will pop up and somebody will topple. Okay, let's launch him real quick. I could have put Smash on, but I didn't. I was also going to try Photon, or whatever, like oh, I fucked up. That ability, because I want to see what we have in that little chart up there, but it is what it is. Also, apparently we just never got a certain thing. This guy's going to die before we can even get to level 3, so it doesn't matter what we use. I'm more of a Pyra guy myself, but Mithra isn't a bad choice.
My training's very rigorous. No backing out after you start.
Oh, okay, thank you. They had a whole conversation going there. I really like Mithra a lot. I did give her the Narcipair jelly. I could give him some Narcipair jelly. I don't know how much we have, though. We have 4. I'd rather not waste it, since he tends to keep up pretty okay. So let's try out Mithra. I want to see what's in her little chart thing. So we'll be fighting a couple enemies. I didn't mean to waste that on that. But you notice they're attacking us, or I guess I'm attacking them, but they're attacking us, which is probably for a reason. Okay, let's do that. Okay, I want to get that level 1. Boom. The frame rate is having a little trouble, that's for sure. Okay, man, I still don't have a good lightning blade. And he's dead. Also, I'm pretty sure fire element was in that one. Okay, let's pull out Ursula. Okay, I'm just looking at the charts again because I keep jumping between blade. Oh, okay, I was going to say, it took a second to start up, but I didn't get to see the chart because he died. This really is all the fights now. I think it's funny that Mallow's fight, we're just getting our butts kicked, and then this time it's like, oh yeah, no, guess what? You're going to just win every fight without even trying, and it's like, man, come on. Also, we'll see if we can actually find our way to this thing we need to go to, because I'm pretty bad at figuring out the pathway. Let's see. Oh, well, it's literally gonna be right there, so I'm gonna have to, maybe I can go around it or something. Or I need to just open up the locked fence. Oh, no. Oh, no. Of course, I didn't have that one leveled up yet. Okay, what did you need for super strength? I guess we'll interrupt this moment for this. Staple foods. I think... Actually, we might already have the ability to do this.
Even Poppy can smell such delicious scent.
Okay, and then we'll just do that again, and I think that should just give us the thing. Alright. Why am I going this way? There we go. Alright. I meant to do that before the stream started, and then I forgot, so that's just how it is. There we go. You can't put Smash on. You're already playing Xenoblade. Just be, you're grounded. Go to your room. Ooh, a full moon out. It's nighttime. Interesting. And this person's running. Maybe trying to escape from the city.
What the hell? I know we didn't miss. Is she a blade? No, look.
Poppy, you have to say da-da-da-da, then, or first then Poppy Power, then ask Uncle Scooby if he did good. I don't think she wants to take after the character who says that.
What? Who's that?
Whoa. A dark, black-haired blade that looks metallic. Like a shadowy version of our blue-haired character on our side. I wonder if I'm making this unsubtle enough. I thought he was playing Smash Ultimate. I mean, Mithra is there. That is true. Mithra is there. Yeah, she's in that game. Ah, over there. Come on, friends. Chase after quick. That girl has it made. Jispy, you're grounded again. Go to your room. Again, I wonder if I'm making it subtle enough. the thing I'm referencing. As if the title of this stream didn't make it obvious enough. Okay. These guys die too quickly. It's stupid. Okay, so we do have a fire, but I would need a lightning, and then there's a water one we can use if we could get Mia up to level 3, which wouldn't be bad. What is the element we haven't gotten yet, then? Because I'm pretty sure we've seen every element at this point. Maybe it's because I haven't, like, used one of the ones in the party yet, but, like, I've used all of them, I'm pretty sure, too. If I touch that, I instantly die, by the way.
Show him a thing or three.
Okay. Get over here. I don't want to chase you down. You can walk over here yourself. Don't forget me. Think you can take me? I'm mad they removed that from when they updated the game. I get why they did it. That being said, they shouldn't have. They should have kept it in as is. Okay, so yeah. I'm not even going to get to use any of the cool stuff, I guess. Maybe I should put a zombie in our party. Now that I think about it. But if I do that, I won't have a launch art. I guess I could replace Ursula with her, but we just got Ursula on our team. So it's like, man, I don't know.
Treasure acquired.
Treasure acquired, and we should have turned off all the steam at this point. You know what? Let's throw a zombie in our team. We haven't done her in a while. I guess just toppling is fine for now. Alright, because she has not gotten used very much, and I would like to actually use the blade that I bonded a while ago. Let's see. Oh, now I get it. I mean, I guess all super fighting robots have evil brothers or sisters who may or may not be all that evil. I'm not referencing super fighting robots, but the Don't Forget Me remix playing in the background. Honestly, I should have. That remix is hilarious. But yeah, so I'm going to see as well if the dark element is involved in this, because I'm a little confused as to what element I haven't gotten that would be involved, because I'm pretty sure I've seen every single one of them, and electric still pops up, so it's like, I don't get what the deal is. Wait, please! Oh, okay, thank you. Man, she's fast! Wait, it's not her speed. She's using her ether furnace. No, sorry. She not listening. Nothing for it to chase. Or but to chase. Using the Chaos Emerald to warp. Okay, will you last for more than 2 hits? That would be nice. Probably should have started with a zombie in this case, but whatever. We might as well see Mithra. If you might have noticed, none of my moves changed with her. She still has the exact same moveset as Pyra. The major thing with Mithra comes in the change of element, the fact that she is significantly stronger, and that her critical rate is garbage. It is the stupidest thing in any video game ever. I didn't even get to use it, you freaking... okay. I guess I need to accept that I'm not going to get to do it because these Ardanian soldiers are just going to lose every single time without a doubt. And yet they'll still fight us every single time. Again, I could have started with a zombie, but what are you going to do? But yeah, so anyways, I guess I'll ask, how's everybody's day going so far, since I usually ask that at some point in the stream. I'm also going to have something else to ask in a little bit, but I want to wait until the story stuff is done here a little bit, once we're through this event. Because there's something that it's more of just a passing thought. It's not that important, but... Okay, let me see what the dark element has. Okay, so, man, everything wants lightning. Okay. If Tora gets to the final level, then we can do that. But it's like, so far... Well, how did you end up over here? You're ruining my affinity with the zombie over here. The scary lady. Okay, let's go for level 2. There's scary hands that she uses for some reason. Well, there you go. See you later, buddy. These guys just don't stand a chance. Been pretty good. Summer break has started, and it looks... I took like a 3-kilometer walk earlier. How does that transfer to miles? I don't know what kilometers is.
Come on then, Rex.
Make haste and retreat.
Okay, I mostly was trying to sleep ever since our movie last night. I did get time to test out the arcade stick at least. Oh, I need to actually get into position. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you were able to test that out. I hope it worked correctly. Let's see. Now I suddenly want to watch Spoonie again. That Dr. Insano Napon just put that in the back of my head. Ah, I see. Man, what is that other element? I feel so stupid. There must be like a really obvious element that I'm just forgetting. It's like, oh, I just never somehow encountered this, but like, I don't buy it. I'm not sure the Dark Blade was really our best choice. I thought it might combine better with Mithra, but I'm beginning to think that... What's the launch art? Maybe I should put Rock back in the party instead? I don't know. I keep wanting to trade out members. This is the problem that you run into when you have, like, so many people. I don't actually have a good option with this, so... I guess we'll just kind of... see Mithra's level 4. She rains death from the skies and massacres everyone. Okay, let's try out Wind. Nia doesn't tend to bring out Adenine very much, which is unfortunate. Well, I got to see it for a second. Man, I need an electric blade so bad. I've honestly got half a mind to bond another blade or to put a common blade in at this point. Because I am not getting any rare blades with an electric element. At this point, I would take Electra, who sucks. Okay, and then we'll do Lightning Buster. All of these moves appear in Smash, by the way. Alright, so that guy's done. 1.8 miles. Okay, do you have a Wind Blade? Oh, never mind. Nia just answered my question. Yeah. I could put Rock in my party, too. Which I don't have a huge problem with. Wait! My voice almost cracked there. I kind of caught it before it was going to get real bad, at least. Boy, you sure are just booking it. Master Pawn. We're not letting her get away. Poppy, help chase too. Go as fast as possible. Boy, he's real desperate this time. But yeah, honestly, I have half a mind to use one of the common blades because I'm not... I can just keep bonding rare blades, but it's like, after a while, it's like, how long are people gonna watch me bond blades? Here, okay. I guess we will trade out our blades again. So... Rock?
Pleased to meet you.
I guess that's what we'll do for right now. We'll try out Rock, and Ursula, and Mithra. I always want to... I guess I could play as Nia, too, but it's like, I don't know. This just... I don't know.
Go! Tora, wait. Did you know that girl?
She seemed somehow
Man, I wonder
similar
if he
to
knew her.
Poppy.
It was Lila,
Lila?
the artificial blade Tora's Dadapon and Grampypon were making. Tora recognized her anywhere.
Master Pawn, they're an ether furnace reading nearby. Up there.
Oh man, she's up on top of a rooftop. Another artificial blade, a dark one.
Initiating protocol.
Alright, let's see what we can do here. Okay, so I will say, I remember last time I played this game, this fight kind of kicked my butt. So we're going to see if I can do better now that I actually understand how this game works a little better now. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to switch to Rock and see if he has a better symmetry here with what we have, because not particularly, well, kinda, but it requires me to do most of the work on my own. But we can have her use Cyclone, so I'll let her do that, and I'll start working on some higher level stuff. Problem is, I need Tora to fill up on his stuff. Okay. So I wanted to make sure he got a little extra time. So far, it's going okay. And we're knocking her over a lot, which is good. Okay, Sandstorm. Let's go. Boom.
Great. Damage. Sustaining.
She sure sounds like a robot, yeah. Okay, let's try Ice. Go ahead, Ursula. Okay, I gotta be careful. Okay, if we can have her use Cold Snap, then I can build up to Rock. Okay, let's go with this. Let's build up our next level. Get us lots of potions. And then pick one of them up, because it's literally within like a couple feet of us. Okay. Because I want to get at least one more on before we try a chain attack. Okay. Let's go. Level 3. Boom. Okay, so we got 2 orbs on her. Do we risk it and go for a third, I guess is the question. Because there's always the risk that now that she's below half health, she starts doing complete nonsense. We don't have a lot of options, though, so it might be better to do a chain attack and not play games. Okay, so first things first, we have an Ice Blade, so we're going to use that against the Wind Element. And hope that they do their job after this. Okay, so let's go with Percival. Okay, that's not the right one. That's not the one I wanted you to do. Please break the wind one. I am so bad at getting them to break the ones I want them to break. Okay, good. Thank you. All right, we're going for Mithra. All right. Let's see. Troll Mark's not good for damage, so we'll try Adenine. Broke that one, and then Poppy. So we'll get 2 more attacks after this, but we can't get the 3rd level with him because Poppy always wears herself out on the 3rd run. So until he gets another blade, we're kind of screwed on that. And we're going for Mithra again because why not? Okay, and then let's go for Percival again. Almost killed her. So she's about done. And then we might as well just do this and wipe her out. That was easy. What the heck? Let's see, if you got rock, you probably also have paper and scissors. Why a maid outfit though? Seems impractical. We've already seen that Tora's family sure likes maid outfits, so that's why.
Switching to strategic retreat mode.
Electra was the one I never got until I bonded Cora at the end of the game. I think that's her name. Oh boy, yippee. So I guess that's the Legend of Cora. I'd like to get Cora. I like her. But is the Sandstorm Darude? I don't know if I'm going to ground you for that one, but I'm considering it. Not for it being a pun, but just for it being kind of dumb. Let's see, you don't have any fire blades. That's the only other element I can think of that you have not seen. I have Pyra. And Crossette as well, who we've used as well. Which I can throw Crossette on, I guess. I just feel like we've been using Crossette the whole time.
Call on me anytime.
But here, I guess we'll throw on Crossette. Because I'm trying to think, it's like there's fire, water, there's dark, there's light, there's wind and ice, electric and ground. That's it. So we've seen every single one of them. We don't have an electric blade, but again, I can't really do much about that right now, unless I want to sit here and bond a bunch more. Never would have thought you'd like Cora. Not Cora, but I like Cora. I've actually never seen The Legend of Cora. I'm not interested in it at all, personally. It doesn't look like my kind of thing. Oh, okay, I might not be going to the right area. Yeah, this is the opposite way, so we'll just kind of, well, I guess go around, which is fine. Let's go up the stairs, see if we can avoid the fights, because these fights are way too easy. They're just time-wasty at this point. Oh, hello, Shot. Let's talk to you in the middle of this. Welcome to the Smaya Clinic. From little scratches to rare sicknesses, we'll patch you up in a jiffy. Tora want more info. Actually, I'm just an assistant. Dr. Smaya is gathering ingredients for a new medicine. If you ever find a patient who no other doctor can handle, come and see us. We take it the toughest of cases. Good to remember then. I don't know if that's going to pop up or not, but you know, I mean, hey. It's good to know. I thought so. Yeah, I just never been interested. It doesn't seem like it's my thing. Yeah, I even thought Avatar The Last Airbender was just kind of eh. So when people tell me Korra isn't as good as Avatar The Last Airbender, I'm not going to be interested. Yeah, I mean, I remember liking Avatar, okay, but I didn't spend a lot of time with it, so I guess that's the problem. Is like, I don't know, it just kind of was never much of a thing. Alright, let's see what's happening with this, artificial blade.
She's gone.
Ether furnace reading lost. It seems she has escaped.
Lila.
Long time ago, Grampypon Susu and Dadapon Tatazo were working on her. Her name was Lila. Grampypon and Dadapon and Tora all wanted to become driver. However, not single one of us have potential.
They all got the nosebleed.
So, we decide to work together and
Mind you, this
make
kills
artificial
people
blade
usually, so they just got very
ready to
lucky.
open, we can use. But then
Man, I wonder who that is. I wonder who could be behind the mask. So Poppy has a counterpart robot she now has to fight a lot. Like Mega Man and Bass, or more likely Astro Boy and Atlas. Again, that's not what I'm referencing, and you'll see why in a minute.
Someday you finish what we started.
Boy, he booked it. He was out of there. Right before disaster struck.
after that, Tora hide out in Torrigoth City, making Poppy based on blueprints and ether furnace Dadapon left for Tora.
Don't you have any idea who the attackers were?
Tora not know who, but they definitely wanted to
I'm not
steal
gonna blame
Lila.
him because he was a little child. He might not even remember.
It was Lila they were
But, like,
after.
it's clear who it is.
How'd she end up here in the Empire?
Oh, great. And somebody is calling me
Other Imperial
in the middle of the
soldiers
stream.
Tora have no idea. But one thing is most confusing.
What's that?
When bad guys attacked the lab, Lila was not finished. There's only one who could finish making Lila, Dadapon Tatazo.
Which means Tora's father must still be alive somewhere?
Dadapon must be held captive by whoever using Lila.
You there! Don't move!
Imperial
I'm back, by the way.
soldiers.
You.
So we meet again, driver of the Aegis.
Lady Morag! She's the one! That mechanical girl took down our squad!
Oh. Now the blue-haired character we have here is being mistaken for the one who did the deed.
Unfortunately, they cannot tell difference between Lila and Poppy.
And they can't tell the difference between them, even though they very clearly look super different.
I'm very disappointed to find you stooping to such lowly crimes.
Lowly crimes? What the heck? I'm telling you, you've got the wrong guys.
And so, yeah, I think this completes our collection of Sonic Adventure 2 references here. But yeah, I just think it's funny how many like parallels this has with Sonic Adventure 2. I'm not even sure it was intentional, frankly. But if it was, that's really funny. And if it wasn't, that's really funny still. Okay, well that guy's dead. I want to get rid of some of these others. Okay. Let's have her use water. I really am like trying to get this down a little bit. This isn't a bad combination necessarily. Okay. Somebody can... Ah, man, everybody dies in like a second. Not fair. Maybe I'm over-leveled. I don't know. Or maybe the game's being nice to me after that one terrible event involving Malos. Okay, I do want... Okay, now that Morag is the only one on the field, I do want you to use Aqua. So Poppy is... Or yeah, no clue. Could be anyone. Yeah, who could ever figure it out? Okay. Okay, let's do his level 3. Final disaster. Also, it's nice seeing Morag again. Sorry we have to beat her up now because she freaking didn't give us a second to explain ourselves. But, like, what are you gonna do? Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, so the question is, would it be easier to charge up to... Okay, let's do this, and we're just gonna start going ham. Sorry, I get, like, kind of weird with the chat sometimes during this. Also, Dr. Insano is evil again. I guess so. Oh no, it's Morag, and it is a familiar face indeed. Okay, I gotta see if I can get to a level 3. Okay, we're gonna have to really hope. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get to a level 3, but I should have switched out. That's on me. Okay, let's see. Okay, no, we barely made it. We barely made it. Bear, as in it's the bear. It wasn't even the pun I was trying. Frost Typhoon. I didn't get it, but I whatever. It'll still do lots of damage, so it's good enough.
I shall defend
You can't tell the difference between Lila and Poppy. Do these guys work for Gun by chance? Perhaps, yes, with the way things are going. Okay. Okay, so... I wonder if it might be better to try Photon, because I don't know if Tora is going to be able to charge up a full Gaia Crash or not in that time. Well, does it even matter? Morag's almost dead. I like it, I'm always thinking like 5 steps ahead. Let's let her blow up real quick, and then we'll do this. Chain attack time, baby! Alright, so we got 2 weaknesses here. Let me think about this. We got 2 wind blades, so it's probably best to go for that. Okay. And then we'll have Adenine go, so we can guaranteed break that element. Boom, and then we'll have Tora do a little bit of damage to the wind one. Overkill starts, so now we're getting bonus EXP. Okay, and now we'll go for Ursula to wipe out that elemental orb right away. Okay, go for Crossette, because she's the best damage dealer, because this one's fun. Because she just throws a bunch of explosives at somebody. Poppy again. Okay, and now it's going for Nipponic Storm. Boom, and then we're going for Mithra, baby. To end it off. Getting to use everybody in this so far, it seems like. You know what? Sure, Dromark, you can join in. Let's give you a little attack there. Boom. 3 times the EXP on a boss. We got 12,000 EXP. I love this game.
Your skills have improved, boy.
Mithra!
I know. I won't use that power, okay? Let's stick to Foresight for this. If you really need to attack, I'll hand it over to Pyra.
Thanks.
I think it's kind of neat how this time we're actually keeping up with her instead of us just guaranteed losing to her.
Answer me. You want answers? Then put the swords away. What's wrong with you?
I'll listen to your confession while you lie defeated.
That's cool.
Rex, after this Foresight, I'll switch to Pyra.
Understood.
Impossible! He dodged it!
Now it's my turn.
Lady Mora, look at the Aegis, so you can change at will.
Eat this! Pyra?
We can do this without hitting them.
Ha. It's like you read my mind.
You guys are fucking
you holding
goofy.
back on me as
They're
well,
fucking for real.
boy?
We just don't have any reason to fight you.
Enough, both of you.
I know you. You're from the Argentum Guild's intelligence division.
Lady Mora, stand down arms.
Geek, would you assume I like
These
Finch?
not the
I think I'm
ones who
into chicks.
infiltrate
You're
the
grounded.
facility and attack your soldiers.
Besides, we know the one true Xeno 2 girl for me is Poppy.
Then the culprit behind the attack
Might
was
want to
not
wait
the
on that a
artificial
little
blade
bit.
standing here now, is that right?
They're very similar, but not the same. Nira saw her with own eyes.
I had a feeling we were being watched since our arrival.
I'm quite sorry for causing concern. Nira has been auditing Argentum Trade Guild.
Ah, so you were keeping an eye on us because we came in on a guild ship.
How ironic that your suspicion should happen to prove our innocence.
It appears I was too hasty in judging you. I should not have attacked you so suddenly. My apologies.
I appreciate the
No,
genuine
that's
apology.
Fine. Nobody got hurt in the end. I'm just glad it all got cleared up now.
An apology from the illustrious Flamebringer, a rare reward in itself.
Tora's still not happy! Should get year's supply of tasty sausages as compensation!
Master Pawn, have some self-respect.
No, he's got it right. Give him sausages.
I will do what I can within my own means to compensate you.
He deserves it.
By the
He's
way,
worked hard.
the culprit who fled the scene. Might I ask what manner of connection you have with them?
I wish I
You
hadn't
must
used
tell
the
me
already.
all.
I already used the Poppy playtime joke several million streams ago. It's too late, unfortunately for you. Can't take his voice seriously with
see.
the body it's attached to.
It seems
Oh, you're
it
gonna
would be
love
best for
Xenoblade
all
3
of
then.
us if we work together for the moment.
Us work with you?
Indeed. My goal is to capture the artificial blade and track down the criminals behind its actions. And from what you just told me, those I seek likely have Tora's father held captive. Would you not say our interests align?
I guess so.
Well, it's definitely better to have her working with us than against us. We shouldn't take the power of Brigid, jewel of the Empire, too lightly. If she went all out on me, even I wouldn't be able to hold back. And then, we'd burn this place to the ground.
I think you're exaggerating a tad
honored
bit.
that
You
the
would
Aegis
definitely
herself
kick her,
thinks so
kick her
highly of
butt,
me.
no questions asked. I'm sorry.
You may not remember it, but I faced you a few times before. Let's just say it wasn't easy.
Oh, really?
But that's a story for another time. What do you say, guys?
Yeah, it's a golden
I
story.
can't deny I'd rather avoid making an enemy of them.
Maybe we'll see it at some point. But not right now specifically, because I gotta get
Alright
further
then.
in this game.
So, from this moment on, I suppose we're allies.
Glad to see you guys making friends. The thing I find funny about this whole section is that if you did kill or at least hurt a lot of the Ardanian soldiers, but they ignore that
For the
because
moment,
Anapon said someone
I
else
will
attacked
return
them.
to the palace.
That is true. I
If
didn't
you
think
learn
about it.
anything new, please send word.
Pretty sure Tora got hurt a bit. Sausage sounds
will
good
instruct
right
the
now.
palace
It
guard
does,
to
yes.
allow
I
you
would not be
audience with
against
me.
it.
Alright.
So now we can go to the palace and we're not going to be arrested, which will be nice. The sausage
Are
eating
you
fest
sure you
later would
wish
be
to
known as
partner
Legend
yourself
of
with these
Tora.
people?
You're grounded.
Just as you were not using your full strength, neither still were they. Yet you saw the power they demonstrated. How could I not feel intrigued?
Drawn by your driver instincts?
Something like that. And besides... I get the feeling that if I stay near that boy, I might bear witness to something quite extraordinary.
Oh boy, here you are again, Mui Mui.
It sounds like you have quite the adventure. But it's good that you work things out.
Tora definitely earned himself
Anyway,
that
we'll
year's
see if
worth
we
of
can
sausage.
track Lila
Fair.
down somehow ourselves.
I too will see if I can find any leads. No matter what, Mui Mui and friends will find Professor Tatazo.
Oh man, I'm sure you're gonna help us do that, Mui Mui. Right then, so how are we supposed to track down this Lila? Can we not just ask around in the streets like we usually do? It might not be that helpful. It was night when it happened, so I doubt many people saw her. Meh. Time for Tora to show genius skills. You have some kind of idea, Tora? Tora, I'm sure it must be Datapon who finished building Lila. Yes, you told us as much last night. And Poppy made based on blueprints Tora got from Datapon. So Lila and Poppy use basically same design. Which would mean they are constructed from very similar materials. Exactly, yes. Oh, I get it. If we ask around and find out who's been buying those materials in Moradane, it might lead us to whoever built her. Rare good suggestion from Master Pawn. So, Tora, what materials exactly would they need to make an artificial blade? Well, ether furnace is obvious, but apart from that, also need Tetra Circle, Snake Joint, Black Ash, Delta Vessel, Rabbit Diode, Morph Orb, Photonic Coil, fairy tale belt pulley, arc indicator, insect chip, perfect range sensor, bion connector. Wait. Nobody's gonna be able to remember all that. Tora not even say 1/30th of the list yet. There were a couple names in there that sounded familiar, though. That bion connector was meant to be easy to salvage around Gormott, right? Actually, almost impossible to find anywhere other than Gormott around this season. So whoever we're looking for would have to import them from Gormott, am I right? Perhaps we might find some leads at Port Anagram. We don't have much else to go on, so it's worth a try. Time for the main story quest, Lila's location, which is required, yes. Let's see, wait, Mithra, unlike Rock, remembers her past prereqs. Yeah! That is something interesting to know, that she seems to, the Aegis seems to remember the past. They keep bringing that up, actually. This is not the first time they've mentioned that. Usually when I'm trouble or tracking down a girl named Lila, I tell her there's a hole in my bucket. I kind of figured you'd make that reference. You know, it's the exact kind of thing you'd make. Also, if a military mistook Poppy for the likes of Lila, I have no doubt any random passerby would make the same mistake. True. Morphorb, are you building a Power Ranger? Something that might be about as strong as one. That is a long grocery list, Tora. And we didn't even hear 1/30th of list. He should have said the whole list. I want to hear it all. Who's ready for running back and forth for hours? That is indeed what we get to do. Mithra never returned to her core. Remember the start of the game? We found her already materialized. Yeah, the Aegis never actually returned to her core, so she remembers everything. So, anyways, let me see, what time is it? We might as well continue the story for now. There is a side quest I want to do, but we can do that at any time, and it might be better to do it when we're, you know, actually at a point where side quests would be feasible. You know, because there's one particular thing one of those more ordained people mentioned that I want to do on stream, because I think it's a good quest, but we don't need to do it today. Plus, I'd rather fixate on finishing this chapter first. Have you heard anything interesting lately? I heard about some kind of artificial blade causing chaos in the capital. The gate over there was closed the whole time, so I imagine the blade must have gone across Medoro Bridge. Honestly, what were the people guarding the main gate playing at, letting a thing like that get through? Not that I can talk after I managed to lose the key to the other gate. What a great employee. You're doing a great job there, sir. You heard anything interesting lately? You know there's a gate that always shut tight here in Port Anagram. That gate leads to an area called Chansa Wastes. We keep it shut to ward off dangerous monsters. You could visit the wastes yourself if you're looking for a challenge, but if you're not up to it, I'd steer well clear. Well, we'll see if we get to go there then. But let's talk to Pedade. Oh, friends return! Everything should be fine now. Oh, capable driver really in class of own when it comes to speediness. Time is money. That makes speed money, or speed is money. Value of life measured by contents of bank account. That one I disagree with, frankly. And so, having said wise saying, Pedade departs speedily to deliver wares to Alva Cavendish. No time for idle prattle. Thanks, friends. That was the quest that we had to do to beat up all those monsters. I really wanted to hear all the fake items Tora needed to make Poppy. Honestly, yeah, I wouldn't have minded it just because it's funny. Yeah, make me sit through all of these items. Oh, key affinity level 2. Okay, we might as well go open that up and go see if we got any other affinity rewards. Plus, we definitely want to get her chart filled out as soon as possible.
I could use my power.
Got another thing for Drollmark. Another thing for Poppy. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. So what you're saying is we need to get a historian to sit down with Myra and Pithra. Yeah, with Myra and Pithra, and just write down everything she remembers. To be fair, after she got put in that ship, she sure doesn't remember much of anything. This reminds me, there's apparently a VR version of Ribbon now. It in VR Mist is like the main thing I want to play in VR. I mean, those games were already beautiful with Windows 98 era graphics technology. VR probably makes me feel like I'm dreaming. I guess that's fair. I'm not good at VR. It makes me sick. It makes me feel sick, at least. I don't know why. I'll talk to Corwin. Hey, listen, me and my mom and dad are all moving to Indal soon. I wonder if you can get Cloud Seed crab sticks in Indal, too. Having to leave all my friends behind is bad, but having to leave my favorite foods behind would be even worse. Hey, I know! I heard when a country's business is booming, they trade more with the other places, and you can get imported goods. So we just have to buy lots of stuff and make business in Indal do great. I don't think you're gonna do that on your own, kid. Also, Indal. That's another location we've now heard about. Hello, Perry Perry. Huh? You're Perry Perry, right? Ah, Rex, such coincidence to meet here. To be meeting here. You haven't brought any cargo from Gormott, have you? Have so? Even though you were on Argentum. Came from Argentum to Gormott, then Gormott to Mor Ardain. Oh, I see. I guess that makes sense. Then Tora have something to ask Perry Perry. Did Perry Perry transport large quantity of Bion connectors recently? Hey, meh, talking about contents of shipment is violation of trade confidentiality. Come on, we really need to know this. If it requests from Rex, Perry Perry cannot refuse. Perry Perry carried Bion connector in yellow barrels. How many? At least 10, Perry Perry think. That's gotta be it. Perry Perry know where shipment for. Sadly, not having that information, job was only to bring cargo to port. But cargo unloaded here always taken towards city. Maybe if friends find cargo at inspection point near elevator. Only if recipient not pick it up yet, of course. All right, we'll have to look. Thanks, Perry Perry. Sure messed that one up. Let's see. All right. Oh, I was not looking where I was going. I guess the adventure's over. Sorry, Malos won. Pedete is kind of onto something. Main thing I want to play in VR is Resident Evil 4. Again, I just get sickish when I get in VR. Mithra wouldn't be the best person for Historian to ask for reasons. That is true, yeah. My sister had me play VR Resident Evil 4. Her and her husband were impressed how quickly I adapted to the game. Okay, huh. Again, I don't know. I don't know how people do it. So if only Poppy had braids in her hair and mismatched socks, then I could call her Poppy Longstocking. What is with your thing lately in Hippie Longstocking? I'm honestly a bit surprised you know of Pippi, Jispy. I mean, I feel like most people have heard of Pippi. Like, it's just a thing that gets mentioned.
What have we here?
It is great that we can get this stuff right out of the ground, Crosset. It is really great. What I'd really like is if I could get the ingredients for that meatball dish that you want so I can upgrade your fortitude because for some reason I cannot find it. Also, I guess he's out of noodle soup. But yeah, so we'll go see if the port's already been dealt with, but I'm not seeing any gold barrels here, but there were gold barrels here earlier. Hello. Hi there. All sorts of different goods pass through here into the city. The soldiers carry out inspections occasionally, but they don't have time to check everything. If something dodgy was mixed in among the rest, chances are nobody would ever find out. Of course, most of the stuff here comes from Gormott, so it's totally safe. Yellow barrels. Yellow barrels. Yellow barrels. Can't see any. Mithra, I'm not sure that's the place you should be looking, but I appreciate the effort. Weren't there some over here, or there the first time we came here? Come to think of it, I do recall something of that nature. According to memory of Poppy, yellow barrels were definitely there. So that means someone must have picked them up already. I could only assume as much. Well, that leaves us without any leads. Aw, man. Tora about to give up so easily. Tora, remember there is junk shop in Albucavenage. We ask for info there? Another rare good suggestion from Master Punch. Come on, man. Stop getting on him. A junk shop, huh? Yeah, they might know a thing or two about parts for artificial blades. Then what are we waiting for? See, let me go talk to this other person. Yeah, I grew up with the 1988 film version called The New Adventures of Pippi Longstocking. More recently, it was the 1969 movie, which in some ways is more timeless. But I mean, Pippi is like the ultimate spirit of childhood. Everyone needs a little bit of Pippi in their life. I'm gonna need the original book soon. Talking about crab makes me remember those crab rangoons from a Chinese restaurant in town over. They were pretty good until I remembered I have an allergy to shellfish. What do you mean they were pretty good until you remembered that? You ate them? Like, how would you not remember that? Lately, no matter where you go, there's only one name you always hear, the Garfont Mercenaries. If you've got a problem, leave it to the Garfont Mercenaries, everyone says. Worst part is, I can't even argue. They do solve pretty much any problem and efficiently at that. I shudder to think how many blades they must have working for them. Powerful ones they must be too. Maybe it's time I headed to Araya myself and asked if they wouldn't let me join up. The days of solo mercenary work might be coming to an end. From here on out, maybe it's best we all work together. Man, I wonder if it's because I've been doing stuff with it a lot suddenly. It's good enough. IDK, Pippi Longstocking is really old. It and Asteroid Lindgren's other works are a big cultural touchstone, if that's the right word here in Sweden, have thus survived the test of time. But I always figured her works would be fairly obscure internationally. It's the version I grew up, I think. I remember liking it. Okay, they're talking about Pippi, the live-action movies. I want those crab rangoons. I do love crab rangoons. Or actually, no. Have I had crab ones? I've had the cream cheese ones, and those are really good, but I need to try those. Well, to be fair, the animated movie sucks. The TV series is inoffensive. It tastes good with cream cheese. I'm not surprised the regular cream cheese ones taste good to begin with. Okay, let's talk to Belshit Recycling. Please answer question of Torah. Sorry, but I don't do small talk with people who aren't paying customers. Maybe if you bought something, I'd be more willing to chat. Okay. Sure, butter... No, we don't have a floating army, whatever that is. We'll pay the extra just to say I have it. So, what were you wanting to ask? Tora want to know if someone bought certain parts in large quantity or took them to somebody. When you say certain parts, there are quite many variety. Tora lists one after another, so if any rings bell, please say. Really? We're doing this again. Tetra Circle, Snake Joint, Black Ash. Hold it, I do have some info on that last one. Meh? Over already? Master Pond looked disappointed. Alright! Okay, Mia's excited about it. Please tell us the details. This old guy said he had a regular customer purchasing Black Ash. Pretty large-scale stuff, too, from the sounds of it. He was bragging about how he'd be rolling in cash for a while. Black Ash's key mineral used as shielding agent in Ether Furnace. Sounds like we got our guy. Do you know where we can find this old guy? Now, isn't that odd? I can't seem to recall. Maybe if you bought something, it might jog my memory. Like, you are a freaking scam artist. I'm not buying the more expensive one. There you go. Thanks for your custom. And what do you know? I think I just remembered. You are lucky that we cannot beat random people up. You're looking for an old bloke by the name of Tamel. He's in the business of transporting Black Ash and other minerals mined in More Ordained. Right now, you'll probably just find him at Turbine Tower, just across Medoro Bridge. Be careful if you're going to meet him, though. Alright, thank you, sir, for scamming me out of money. I appreciate it. So funny enough, Pippi wasn't the only Astrid Lindgren thing I was exposed to as a child. As a kid, I had a VHS of this movie called The Land of Far Away, based on Lindgren's Mio by Mio. The only thing that comes close to, for me, besides Xenoblade 3, is, what was the... Actually, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Speaking of Astrid Lindgren's work, I remember I used to watch live-action whatever thing growing up. Oh, and I remember watching some Mannequin. I don't even know what these are. I've never dissuaded by my allergies to not eat something. If I will eat shrimp and crab before it becomes my end. Okay, it's just good business, dude. I've got to respect the hustle and outsider. No, I will take these ashes. I will put them on my face. Gotta wrap up the lurk. Enjoy evening. Thanks for the VA entertainment. Okay, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope you have a good week as well, since I guess the week's about to start anyways. At least some of the enemies out here are decent leveled. So let's talk to Tamel after we get this blue thing.
Come out.
Because we haven't gotten to use many collection points here in More Ordained, so we might as well. You want something? Tora wanted to ask about Black Ash. About Black Ash? Let me guess. He said it's been blabbing, hasn't he? That correct. Honestly, that little punk. Okay, but hey, it's not like I'm doing anything. Not like I'm doing anything wrong, so sure, I'll tell you. What do you want to know? Have you been selling large quantities of Black Ash to someone? I don't know if I'd call it large, just a few barrels at a time every now and then. If using a shielding agent for Ether Furnace, maybe not need such a large quantity all at once. Oh, I see. So could you tell us where you're delivering these barrels to? Near the entrance to the old industrial district. I just dropped the goods off where I'm told to, so I haven't seen the buyer or anything. Sounds suspicious? You reckon? They're reliable with their money, and they pay a fair price. Can't say I've ever thought anything seemed off. And after all, if you're going to build something outside the city, why bother having it carried inside? Not to mention that meeting up in person would mean having to schedule a time that suits both. That is fair, yes. I guess that's a fair point, but still. When's your next delivery? 10 days' time. Seriously? We have to wait that long? Perhaps we should simply enjoy an extended hot spring vacation. Get out of here, Gramps. Would that not be less than productive? Well, I only just made the last delivery. If you head there quick, it might even still be there. Tell us these things first. Come on, guys, it's worth a try. Are the barrels easy to spot? Yeah, they should be pretty obvious. They're bright green after all. Let me know if there's anything else you want sorting out. Okay. What game is this? It is Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We're in Chapter 4 of that game. We've been playing for a while. Yeah, sure, we'll fight. We have chat messages to read. And then let's get closer to it, I guess. Okay. Now we can start moving. Double Dragons, I said time. Red Tamel is time with 2 exclamation marks. Why would they give this random NPC exclamation marks in his freaking name? That would be super wacky. Okay, let's switch real quick. Okay, go to Ursula for right now. I really did not need to switch out of Mithra. I really should not have switched out of Mithra, because like I got up to level 2 before I even realized it. Okay, Gamma Ray. Messed it up like an idiot, and then Ruinous Weather, here we go. See, also this talk of Linger's work makes me segue into a subject. I'm fond of linguistics. I literally don't even know, like, what honestly, I don't know anything about what you guys have been talking about at all. Like, I've just been reading it, and it's like, yeah, this is sure a subject. Xenoblade 2 Electric Boogaloo, except not because he doesn't have an electric blade. Unfortunately, no, I don't have an electric blade, even though I desperately need one, it feels like, because every single thing needs electric blades. Okay, I'm gonna wait until this guy is dead to have him use stone. Okay, I heard Black Ash, and I got flashbacks to Red Ash, the Mega Man Legends indie game that Inafune would never end up doing anything with. I'm still waiting for the 3DS version of Mighty Number 9 that they promised, just because it's way too funny to me that they said they were going to do that and then just never did. Okay, I don't think I should wait for level 4 necessarily, so let's just do our attack. Volcanic Storm. The chat's real active today. It's not a bad thing, I just think it's interesting. Linguistics, oh gosh, last night I had to ask what a Tolkien read about how smog is pronounced, and they just love over-explaining it. How is smog pronounced, by the way? Gamma Ray, you're gonna mutate someone into the Incredible Hulk? No, we're just gonna murder them in crazy fashion. Alright, go ahead, Ursula. Let's get rid of this thing. Let's go for cross set. Overkill time. We'll get another round of the chain attack. And then we'll go for Mithra again, because we'll get some extra EXP from it. Okay, cross set again. And then, well, we don't have a choice but to use Poppy if she was even available, but she wasn't, so. 3 times the EXP, not near. We're level 32! Those boss fights legitimately got us that high a level, which is insane. That one chain attack giving me 12,000 EXP is insane. This is why I love these games, these Xenoblade games, is they have so much, like, stuff like that where it's like, oh, you don't even need to grind now. You know, let's see. Swedish word for V means us, and it's pronounced we with a V sound instead of a W. Oh, well, I mean, I guess I said that. Gambit, I already read that. And A is pronounced kind of like O, but shorter. I cannot read these. I'm gonna be real. Word abruptly ends in an A or an E. You just add the N. Duo. Apparently, smog is pronounced. Apparently you're supposed to pronounce both the A and the U, not combine them, so it's smaug. But pronounced normally, it could sound like smaug. Like I was saying last night, it's smog, I don't care. How did you not realize your level? It's one of the most important things to keep track of in an RPG. Because I've been wrecking everything in this chapter so far, and so I haven't really needed to look at it. But, like, we gained 3 levels or something in a couple of fights, which is insane. And the thing is, I haven't even been using the inn, really. All of the side quests I did gave me EXP I could be using, and I have not used them at all. It's kind of wild. Geek Duo doesn't know his own strength. He is the one-punch gamer. You're grounded. Get another heart-to-heart.
So full of wasteland and hard rocks. Not easy for walking.
Shall we take a rest around here?
Good idea, yes.
You need to toughen up a bit, Tora.
Bro, he's got small, stubby legs. What do you want him to do?
Life cooped up in house, working on building Poppy. Not used to walking long distance. If only Tora could flitter-flutter like Gramps.
I don't think that makes it much easier.
Well, you have those big wing things?
Not on wings, not for flying. Could flap forever and not reach sky.
I mean, Ricky could fly with them, though.
If you're really having a hard time walking, you could ask Dromart to give you a ride.
Oh, Rex is genius!
I think not. I have solemnly sworn to carry none other than my lady.
Go on, it can't hurt.
What?
I love how he gets that, like, scared cat pose. It's so good.
Are you sure about this, my lady? If you allow Tora to ride me now, soon he will want Poppy to join him. And there will be no
I think
space
Poppy will be fine.
Well, when you put it like that...
Oh, come on!
Sorry,
No.
Tora. Guess that's a no.
Oh, much disappoint.
That was mean.
Pyra, are you okay walking?
Thank you for the lessons, Skywolf. I just couldn't read it out loud.
Though all the dust clouds do bother me a little.
Oh yeah, those are a pain. Gets in your eyes sometimes.
Like how nonchalant you deliver that.
Small particles get in joints and cause nasty creaking when moving. Must ask Master Pond to clean out when get out of this place.
Rex, it seemed like more ordained tricky place for everyone. Rex have any bright ideas for helping?
Well, let's see.
I'll let the chat decide. What are we picking, guys? Come on, Tora, fly like Dumbo. Again, he'd be more like fly like Ricky from the last game. Also, to make something plural to indicate possession is in Swedish, you have to add an S to the end, but if a word already ends in an S, you don't add anything. Okay. Yeah, guys, me and Duo watched the animated Hobbit last night. Great music, but man, you can tell that movie is an abridged version. You know, just being his Lord of the Rings obsession. I love the big monsters walking around while they casually talk. It is really funny, yeah. Lend out the salvager suits. Okay, everybody says salvager suits.
Would anyone like to borrow one of my salvager suits?
I suppose that would help keep the sand out.
I've got a spare you could borrow. You want to try it on? Actually, I guess Nia's the only one who it would really fit.
Go on then, I'll give it a try. If it really is useful, we can buy a whole bunch of them sometime.
My lady, that suits you surprisingly well.
So we know that they could fit each other's clothes if they need to.
So this is what it's like for Rex when he goes salvaging, huh?
Keeps the sand out pretty well, right?
Well, yeah, it does that. But I can't really see. Peripheral vision's awful in this thing. It's hard to move about in, too.
It might not be very practical for combat.
Yeah,
I just
don't
love
think I could fight like this.
that she got in this.
Looks like genius idea of Rex, not so genius after all.
Well, it was worth a try.
I mean, yeah, I think you guys are being harsh. You at least, like, tried something. You guys didn't come up with any better ideas. Let's see. Lend out the... Yeah, everybody said that. So let's go see these green barrels that inexplicably exist over here. Green barrels. This must be it. And hey, aren't those the yellow barrels from before? Bion connectors and black ash. Materials for constructing artificial blades, without a doubt. The only question is, where are they going to be taken next? Are there any clues lying around here? There is note here written in Napon. This Napon writing, yes, but handwriting is unbelievably scruffy. Tora not able to read. Is like baby scribbles. Neither of you can read it. Wow, that must be really bad. I suppose we will simply have to decipher it somehow. That's one option, but would it not be easier to simply keep watch on the barrels themselves? You say that, but we have no idea when the recipient will come to pick them up. Yeah, if they don't show up for 5 days, what if they don't show up for 5 days or something? That sounds like the perfect mission to leave for our mercenary allies. That would be an option too. What shall we go for then? We'll see what options we have. I don't remember this part. I think I blacked out during this entire section, but I remember the stupid barrels.
Hey, look what I... Leave Nopon to Poppy.
What do we need for Nopon Wisdom? Because we might not have a choice. I don't think I know I have only level 2 of that. We're not going to be able to do that. So, I guess we're doing the Merc group. That's why I left this open, because I figured this would happen. 30 minutes, so we have to wait 30 minutes to be able to continue the chapter. So, I guess that's that. Humanoid, so it doesn't matter. Well, it seems like we have the perfect set of goobers to do this, because they don't do a good job. And because they're both children and I don't trust them at all, let's put a zombie there who's scary enough to keep them in line. Actually, though, well, yeah, I guess we'll see Finch's team name. Well, nah, we're doing Florin's. Florin Tracers. I don't know if that's... Florin Trancers. Oh, Florin Entrancers. I get it. Entrance, like, because they're a dancer.
Group's name will be Florin Trancers. I sure hope there's no fuss.
Just remember to have fun.
Alright, so we have to wait 30 minutes. We don't have a choice, meaning we're going to have to do some side content and stuff. There's a couple options, but there is that one quest I would like to do, which I think would be smarter. Just looking at the time. So, we'll go do that then. We'll go get that started up. Barrels Donkey Kong. Half an hour, yeah. If I had gotten Noponic Wisdom leveled up, I wouldn't have to wait half an hour, but I sure didn't. So, we gotta wait half an hour, which is a good time to go do side quests. I knew this was coming up, and that's why I was so desperate to get there, because I knew we were gonna have to wait. To be fair, we have now seen almost every good thing from that chapter. There are a couple of good moments, but I'm gonna be real, I don't like Chapter 4 very much, and we gotta sit through a lot of guff. I don't want to change the time because it's gonna stop raining. I hate this stupid game. Don't stop raining. Please don't stop raining. Please don't stop raining. Yeah, it's still raining. Let's see. 30 minutes, huh? Well, this is the point where you go and see if you can find a shrine. You really should have been making Poppy smarter. I got 2 levels of it. It's hard to get to level 3 of Nopon Wisdom. Almost nobody is ever able to do the mercenary mission that way. Zombie gets so mad when you send her on merc missions. I know. Every time I've done it so far, she gets super pissed at me. It's funny. So I just realized a joke I could have made relevant to having watched The Hobbit last night, Rex. Oh, Morag, my true friend and ally. That is basically what it was. So let's talk to Vess here, who has a unique design. I don't remember what her voice is, so I'll just make a general voice. Oh my, well this is a bit of a sticky situation, isn't it? Can I help you? Oh, hello there. You don't see a blade wandering about on her own. Where's your driver? My name is Vess. As it happens, I'm actually a blade. Yeah, I literally just said that. You seem to be worrying about something. Anything we can do? Yes, well, I came here to do some shopping, but they don't have what I'm looking for in stock. And since more Ordain are regulating what gets through to Gormott, there are a lot of products that don't make it to the marketplace. I know. Would you mind terribly picking out some ingredients for me? I would go myself, but I don't really have the luxury of straying too far. Please, I'd be very grateful. Sure, I don't mind. So, what's this fancy stuff you're after? Oh, I'm not sure I could call it fancy, per se. I'm looking for 5 clumps of salty soil, 8 portions of grom rice, and 5 ruby mangosteens. I'm always in the area, so just come back here when you're done. Tora, understand. We'll be waiting here, too. We'll be waiting here, too. Tora, you're not getting out of this. Tranquility. We will be setting this as the active quest. Do we already have everything? Let me read the chat first. Although maybe there would be more fitting moment later. It's not impossible. Didn't you say earlier you had something else to ask in the chat? I do. Let's wait until we don't have cutscenes. I'm sorry. I keep wanting to ask it, and then I keep putting it off. Sounds like a skill issue. Duo should have shipped Poppy off to school. No. Why would I do that? Do you think I want to have her suffer? I'm not making her study for tests. I was going to joke that Vess is Deedit from Record of Lotus War for once to show Geek has seen, but Duo is not. But then I saw her face, and now you're a believer? Oh, yeah, that's the joke you made in the next of your next thing. Why, thank you. This is everything, isn't it? It must have taken you quite some time. Well, no, actually, I did a bunch of side quests, so I already had these, I guess. It's no problem at all. No, really, thank you. Could I perhaps invite you for a round of dinner? Really, it's the least I could do. Thanks. My house is on the far side of Treadle Windmill Plaza. Please come. All right, we'll head that way. We'll go see what the deal is with this blade. Again, I would remind you to remember, we talked to somebody in More Ardain who mentioned that they had a blade that was like a mother to them. And this might be related. There's something written here in small letters. Okay, we still don't... We almost have enough keen eye. So we'll be able to do that at some point. But that'll probably be something I do off screen anyways. Like a lot of the side quests in this game. Oh, hello again. Visitors. Indeed, these sweet people were kind enough to help me with the shopping. I thought we might treat them to a meal. What the heck. Grub's better when you can enjoy it in good company. Make yourselves at home. This is Mabon, my driver. He's not the spring chicken he used to be, but he was once quite the formidable warrior, believe it or not. I suppose you could call this his retirement home. Just don't tell him that. Best sound very happy. You can tell they get on well together. I'll start preparing dinner then, shall I? Won't be long. Is there anything we can help you with? Oh, well, now that you mention it, how about fetching us some firewood? Firewood, got it. Just talk to Dward down at Sate's Lumber Co. He's always happy to give us some. Why am I giving her the man voice? Thank you so much for all this. Let's see, incidentally, not sure if we'll watch more Lotus War. It seems like people prefer the more goofy nature of Slayers. Lotus is more serious. Oh, well, that and Ranma. Geek, don't tell me you weren't actually paying attention to Lotus War last Thursday. He might not have been, no. Man, this is still not a very good time to talk about it, so... I promise we will talk about it shortly when I'm given a moment to explore. If it takes a couple more minutes, it does. I hope Skywolf doesn't need to go right away, though, because he's one of the people I would like to ask about it, because I'm just curious. So here's the thing. Oh, so you're fetching firewood for Vess, eh? And here I was looking forward to saying hello to her. Kidding. My humor's a little on the dry side. Just head over to the scrap wood pile. You'll find plenty of firewood there. Help yourselves. Thanks. Incidentally, how's the old man keeping? Still his sprightly self? Yup. Good to hear. I owe a lot to Mabon. Way back when. He's an Ardanian himself, but he moved here to Torgoth of his own accord. Up until recently, he was teaching Gormati drivers how to handle themselves. But his body couldn't keep up with it. Heck of a thing, old age. Anyways, I'd better let you go. Best not keep Vess waiting, eh? I'll take some Gormati firewood, and we'll head on forward. Don't make me show you how sad and miserable I can be again. What want to ask? A thing, but it's not like that serious right now. It's past midnight over here, but I can stay up a while longer. Okay, I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about, Jispy. Well, either way, I'm just trying to get to a point where the game lets me not be in cutscenes because it's funny, I guess, the last couple streams having so many side quests, I guess, is being made up for now. Okay, right now, I just want to hear this question Duo keeps bringing up. You'll get to see it soon.
Just waltz in unannounced, why don't you?
Oh, sorry. It's just that Vess asked us to fetch some firewood.
Oh, she did she? Well, good on you, kids. You can leave it over there for now.
Hey, what was that you were up to just now?
Huh? What was what?
He was coughing?
Well, it seemed as if you had swallowed something in your surprise.
Nothing gets past you lot, does it? I happen to
Last
be
Thursday I
eating
showed an anime with
Orion
an elf because I thought
delicacy.
you liked elves. Okay.
Chocolate, they call it.
Chocolate? Is it tasty?
That's pretty good.
Oh, you have no idea. creamy sweetness with a note of bitter almonds intermingling in perfect harmony. One bite of the stuff, and you'll never go back.
It sounds so tasty. Tora already losing mouthwater. Tora want to try it.
Dear, oh dear. Mabon, how old are you? Eating chocolate in secret again like a naughty school child?
Vess, no. It's not what you think.
I don't think so.
Her eyes are very sparkling.
How many times have I told you? You mustn't eat it all at once.
Oh, well, you see, the thing is,
You know, that Vess has got quite a presence sometimes, doesn't she?
You can say that again.
Yeah, he's hyping up like he's going to reveal his true identity. They keep on acting like I have a thing for elves. I don't know.
Or
Look
your
at this
health
stuff
is
and
going
you
to
don't
suffer.
cover the secret of diabetes.
I'll take these, thank you very much.
Don't take his fucking chocolate. Come on, let the man enjoy his chocolate.
There's no use looking at me like that. I'm not falling for your tricks
I'm
ever
a huge fan of
again.
almonds, but they're okay in ice cream. Is it just me or does she look slightly off? Yeah, her face is a little bit long.
Now come on. Don't be like that. Whatever will our guests think? Come everyone. Dinner is served.
This seriously looks like she's from a completely different art style. Yeah, a lot of the characters, a lot of the blades from this game end up kind of looking like that, you'll find.
Are these dumplings?
They're indeed dumplings.
No, they're jelly-filled donuts.
Isn't there anything else?
This face is different compared to the other faces in the game. It kind of scared me. The old man
I'm
has
afraid
chocolate, he's
that's all
old.
there is.
Exactly.
So we've been dumped with nothing but dumplings.
Correct.
Sort of like he's from an
Just
80s
dumplings
shoujo
tonight.
manga, while everyone else is from a 90s
After all,
adventure serial.
They are my
Yeah, kinda.
specialty.
Is that onigiri? No, it's a jelly donut.
They're delish. Really. Second best thing I ever tasted.
Only
I'll
second
eat one.
best.
I'll eat one of the fucking jelly-filled donuts.
First one being chocolate, by a mile.
I wouldn't say that in front of her.
Oh, do give it a rest, Mabon. It's bad manners. Ah, please feel free to tuck in. Help yourselves.
Just eat it, Rex. Just frickin' eat it.
Delicious.
Exactly. I don't know why you guys are so hesitant.
Listen to Tora. It's not half bad.
Hey, sandwiches. I could use a few sandwiches.
Seasoned with just enough salt.
Salt? On jelly-filled donuts? You know, the blades looking a bit different from each other. It makes sense, actually. We'll find out later in this game. Yeah, there is an intention behind it. This is making me hungry. Why is he tearing into rice balls? They're not that tough. Can I ask you to buy me a sneaky bit of bitter chocolate on the side? I can't ask Vess or she'll just lecture my lungs off. She never buys this stuff for me. You're a crafty old man, you know that. Fine, we'll get you some of this chocolate. Good lass. Would you mind buying us a fruity rice ball along with the chocolate? Where do we find these things? For chocolate, you want to go to Fonzamima. But fruity rice balls, there's a dearth of them these days. They used to be all over Gorbot, Argentum too. I don't know, maybe we'll see a resurgence once the trade improves. Alright, we'll find it somehow. Thanks, lad, I'm counting on you. Okay, salt on donuts? That is the question, yeah. Let's go to Fonzamima. And we'll just start here. I'm trying to think of, like, I'm worried because, like, I don't know when the best time to ask this is. We still have a little bit of time on my end. It's not like I gotta leave right away, but, you know, at some point I will have to end the stream, so it's kind of like, okay, well, because I gotta make sure I got lunch for tomorrow ready to go. I would talk to the NPCs, but we've already been talking to a bunch of them, so I don't think it's necessary to be doing that right now, you know. I do a lot of it off-screen. It's kind of what I do with a ton of different stuff that I'm not sure people are that going to be as interested in looking at. Welcome. How about some of my Champs churros for your theater friend? Nah, I want some bitter chocolate. Okay. Oh. Do we need more? You know what? I'll just buy, like, 3 more. Who cares? I got the money. Okay, and then we need... Fruity Rice Bowl. Develop Argentum. Clear the Merc mission. Long-awaited work. No! You freaking jerk. Okay, how long is the Merc mission gonna be? We still are only halfway, so I guess we'll just be chilling for a bit, which is fine. The Merc mission sure does pop up a whole lot. Give me a minute. I guess this will be a good opportunity to mention the thing, but give me a second. Keen eye. Yeah, there's not really much we can do. Is there a particular thing? You gotta increase trust. I'm just checking some stuff real quick to see if there is any particular things we need to be doing. This one I'm not too worried about. Mithra is fine. We are so close to getting his 2nd level. Oh, we're gonna raise it twice, huh? That's kind of crazy. Let's see. I guess not. Alright, so I guess it's a good... I mean, you could just ask now. I can just ask now. Give me a sec. I stepped out to get some snacks. Did you ask yet? No, I waited. You're not going to tell us you're expecting to leave to make dinner soon, are you? Yeah, sorry, guys. I got to go make dinner, so that's the end of the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed Xenoblade Chronicles. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so it's not that serious. This isn't like some major thing right now. It was mainly just the thing I was curious about because I was thinking about it a little bit. And it's like, I never gave it too much thought. But because of recent happenings, it's something I've been thinking about, which I guess I should probably mention the recent happenings. Got some not great news this week. We're just going to be walking around enjoying the vibes while we talk. Got some not great news this week that the contract at my job is expiring. It's not that big of a deal in a sense. I can get a different job, but it sucks, obviously. And I was thinking over a lot of different options, and it wasn't really a serious one I was considering, like, ooh, yeah, this is, like, a thing. But then it started making me think, like, you know, I've never really thought of this option. And it's, like, it is an idea that it's, like, I think I played with once or twice, but I never committed to in any serious way. Let's see, I'm making sure I'm reading the chat. So, yeah, you guys all know I'm developing a game, obviously. I've been working on it for a while. And something I was thinking of, and it's not really necessarily, like, again, serious, but it's like, I was wondering, it's like, you know, if we really wanted to, we could try and do an actual Kickstarter for this. Normally, I wouldn't really care enough about a Kickstarter conceptually, because it's like, why would I do that? But it's like, you know, I was thinking about it, and it's like, technically, the point of a Kickstarter is to make sure you have enough, like, money to be able to fund full development. And the big issue we run into right now is that I can only really spend so much time on the game because I obviously work the full work week and stuff. And so it was just kind of like, it was an idea I started floating around. It's like, you know, I could do a Kickstarter. We could try that. I'm not sure if it would work or not. But it was an idea I had where it's like, yeah, I could reduce the amount of days I work slightly and then spend all the extra time on the game. But I wasn't really sure how this would come across, so I figured I'd ask your guys' opinion about it, especially because Troy's actually in the development, so he might have a better idea on this. But I'm not super committed to it currently. It was just an idea that I was kind of interested in. I built this up a whole lot, but that wasn't intentional. There just was literally no good place to do it because the game kept having stuff go on. So this wasn't meant to be this big reveal. It wasn't like, hey guys, I think that I actually want to be a samurai, and I want to move to Japan and recreate that era of Japan that doesn't exist anymore. And so I will be leaving streaming forever and making my way to Japan on foot, even though I have to go across the ocean. I don't think it would hurt to do a Kickstarter if you're gonna be between jobs anyways. That is kind of the thing, is like, I would and wouldn't be. It's not like I can't just get another job, but it was an idea I started thinking about. And there's been a lot of weird little things linking up to that not being a bad option. I won't delve into it right now, but it's kind of like, I don't know. It was just an idea I had, but the problem with Kickstarter mainly comes in that, like, the second you do a Kickstarter, development expectations change dramatically. Like, it goes from, hey, this is a casual, fun little hobby project to, yeah, we need to, like, actually get this done at some point. And we need to be committed to that. And that is kind of the big conundrum. Is it's like, yeah, I don't know, makes it a little funkier. But, you know, see, the thing is, I feel like a Kickstarter could have unintended consequences. Like, once you accept Kickstarter money, you have an obligation to finish the game. It's no longer just a fun thing you're working on. Yeah, that's what I was just saying, is it's kind of one of those things where it's like, the moment you start doing that, it changes the full context of things, because now it's like, well, no, you have to sit down and finish this game. You can't start getting tired of it. There are no more off days anymore. And that is, like, one of the big conundrums that comes with it, inherently, is just that. And since this is the first game I've ever made, there is that aspect to it mentally where it's like, okay, well, you know, we've never finished an actual game before. How is that gonna go? And I know that's very common on Kickstarter. Most of the time, developers, this is their first game. That's the point of Kickstarter, but, you know, it is a question. Worst case, you don't need to meet the funding goal and just go back to a normal job. That is true, yes. I'm not too worried about whether it fails or not. That's kind of its own thing. Like, if it fails, it fails. It's like a little bit of, like, I wouldn't even call it annoying. Just kind of like, wow, that's unfortunate, but I don't care that much. But I guess, yeah, if it fails, it's like, whatever. It doesn't change anything. The status quo hasn't changed, so it's fine. Let's see. Also, one thing is people will want to hear details about, like, the plot and stuff. You're not going to be able to be secretive. Funnily enough, so I was thinking about that exact thing. I can and can't. What I would do is explain a lot of the because we're going to be releasing a demo at some point here. So already at least some of the core plot is going to be shown. And while I don't intend to show everything late game, that's kind of normal. Like, no indie game on Kickstarter is like, oh, and here's the final boss, here's the end of the game, haha, no more surprises. Like, you don't do that. That's not what it is. I couldn't tell them a couple of specific things about the plot, but for the most part, it doesn't really matter. I hope you like my really terrible parkour and glitching the game out, because the game never... the game never expected me to do this, and I can't get out now. That is so funny. Oh, did I soft lock the game? Oh, no! Oh, this is bad, actually. Shit. Okay, so I gotta figure out, because I might have just lost all that progress by being a fucking idiot. Because I can't open up the menu or anything, so I guess we're stuck here. Let's see. I was half expecting you to tell us that you're actually a reincarnation of a great swordsman who fought the evil Jismuth McPaper, the immortal, back in 1907, and now you're trying to change history by befriending Jismuth McCrisper. Now going by Jispy McCrispy, but only time will tell if things will go your way. Oh, your name in your past life was Senior Duolingo. Oh, okay, I guess that's good to know. Yeah, you're not going to pull a Nintendo and reveal everything about your game months before it launches. Like, yeah, that wouldn't make sense. But yeah, I might have screwed up really bad with this, and I'm trying to figure out, like, what we can do to fix this. It might be that I just need to redo the chapter, which is like, oh no, wow, I have to play more Xenoblade 2. But that being said, it would suck because it's like, well, I gotta go fight all those things again, which is a little unfortunate because I might not have the same level of EXP. I am trying to jiggle things around, see if I can, like, get out of this. Because I don't think this game has autosave. Either way, I'm not sure how well it'd be funded, but I think it'd be worth a shot. That is the thing. So I have some ideas for how I'd want to do the trailer. I've done research on this in the past, and the thing I've noticed about Kickstarter campaigns is that a lot of the time, the ones that don't succeed are the ones with the really boring trailers. It's the ones where, like, you open it up, and the trailer is like, this game is about blank and so. It's kind of like the olden days when you used to blank and blank, and it's like, that's... You're not advertising the game to me this way. I'm going to be honest with you. And so it's like, well, I'm sorry to say this, but it's not going to change much of my opinion. And what I thought might be interesting is I'd want to do a slightly more artsy trailer, one that kind of implies a couple of specific things about where the story might go without actually saying where it'll go.
Is it night time already?
But I'm not sure about that. I guess I could try doing other options, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get them to target me. I did not mean to do that. They are the closest enemies to me, too, so it's not like I could just have that and then let them kill me or something. Let's see. And so Malos wins because Rex was dicking around and got stuck in a mountain for the rest of his life. Exactly, yeah. Malos won. He was successful. Also, one thing to be aware of is you're going to be open up to criticism and scrutiny more than ever. Expect a lot of stuff worse than even me in my most critical days. I mean, that's fair, but I don't really care. I was a YouTuber. I'm used to it. Like, people would get so mean about nothing. I would not be shocked by much of anything somebody would have to say to me if the game didn't work out. Or, sorry, not if the game didn't work out. If, like, they were just mad about some particular element. Man, I really don't think there's another option. Which means, unfortunately, our only option might be to turn the game off. So let's see what happens. And to see if it had an autosave, and I just didn't know, but I doubt it. We don't need a monotone voice advertising a game. We need a visual appeal, explosions, cute things, things on fire, cute things on fire, Sans Undertale, card games, and lots of screaming. I mean, honestly, like, I think what I would want to use, because the thing is, the overworld visuals aren't nearly as impressive, even if I'd have to probably show them in some sense. What I would want to do with it is more accurately, like, use the weird drawn style we've started using for the game a lot. And try that. So let's see where this leaves us, and if it leaves us at the beginning, then it is what it is. We will just kind of say, hey, that's it for Xenoblade 2 today, because I don't want to spend the rest of the stream. Did it? It does look like it auto-saved something? Where did it? Where? Oh, yeah, it auto-saved, right. So, we'd have to go through all the fights again, but it's not that big of a deal. At least it's only, like, 30 minutes of work and not, like, several hours. It is what it is. That'd be the problem with old save systems, is when glitches happen, you lose progress. I really do think it's funny that every Xenoblade 2 stream I do, there's always something disastrous that happens. It feels like this one was going too well, and so, of course, something had to happen. So see, that's what you call a bug fable, and this is why you don't dick around with the physics without saving. 30 minutes again? Yeah, well, I'd have to go through all the fights, too. We haven't even fought Morag yet. This is before the fucking hot spring. So, I think for now, we'll just chill. We'll just chill. I'm not turning this on for any reason in particular, you know, not, you know, advertising this game to you guys or anything, you know. Like, literally, because I'm not sponsored. But, yeah, so I don't know. I haven't heard Troy's opinion on this, but I'm not even sure he's in the stream or not, so I don't know. If he is, then we'll see if he says something now that I've mentioned him by name, but if he's not, then I don't know. Yeah, sure, wow. I've already beat the game on this file, so, like, it literally doesn't matter. Also, this game looks a lot cleaner when it's not on the handheld, I'm noticing now. Like, I played this entire game on the handheld, so I didn't know that there'd be a difference. Which, honestly, I probably should have played it on the TV, considering any of the button mashy things are hard to do with the Joy-Cons. Also, you can't skip cutscenes in this game for some reason. I'm pretty sure you can, but if not, I guess I'll watch them again. Dangan Entertainment, so this is Danganronpa? It's a Dangan romp. You really, really want to advertise Bug Fables to everyone. It's because it's good. It's a good game. You don't understand. It's freaking... It's so good. I legitimately was one of those people who criticized it for a while. I was like, oh, this isn't that great. And now that I've actually beat it, it's like, this fucking game is great. It's fantastic. Well, I think this is something to leave up to you. I want to know your opinion on it, though, because you're part of the development team, Troy. I want to hear what you think about it and your thoughts about it. That Butterfly is thinking of Pac-Man for some reason. Really? Oh, it's because you can talk to her like that. Not Xenoblade Chronicles 2, you can't, unless they've patched it in since I last played it. I don't remember. How much money do we have? Not as much as I would like. We'll play this one for right now, because this one's pretty good. I don't have any plans for this. I'm literally just messing around to, like, stand still while we chat for a while, since this is an interesting subject, I guess. You know, your love for bug fables may have the opposite effect you want, right? It's possible, but the thing is like, when you think about it logically, if somebody is averse to something just because you say every once in a while, hey, this game is really great, then it's kind of on them. It's not on me anymore. It's like, it's not like every moment of every day I'm harassing people. People say, oh, you should play Bug Fables. I just mention it sometimes because I like the game. On top of that, if you never say anything, then somebody will never play the game, because there's a pretty decent chance that most of the people in this stream would never have picked up Bug Fables. I always considered mentioning starting a Kickstarter last time we talked, since you said the game dev was losing money. I have no problem with it. Okay, that's interesting. That is true. I never mentioned this, but I spend money on the game development quite frequently, which I don't really mind it most of the time. But it is kind of a thing where I have to pay people for stuff, obviously. And so I don't know. I just wanted to make sure you weren't opposed to it, because if you're like, no, I don't want to do a Kickstarter, then it's like, well, then what am I going to do? I can't really. It'd be kind of weird. You can skip cutscenes. You press the plus, so it'll pause the game, then you can just skip. That's what I remember being the case, yeah. Honestly, the concept alone terrifies me. Bugs scare the ever-living shit out of me. You're going to look at this fucking bee and tell me this thing is scary? That this little beetle guy, that the moth over here, that this ocarina playing moth, that this thing is scary. Oh, it's almost midnight and I've slept not enough, so I'm heading out. Good night, boys. You're right, I was confusing with another game. Ah, okay. Well, good night, Skywolf. I hope you have a good week. I'm trying to think of, like, what we can do, because I don't there's a couple of things we could do, but I'm pretty sure there's super bosses and I'm probably gonna lose. Especially, no, I still have the Queen's Dinner, actually. That's really nice. I thought they would have taken that away from me. Frick it. We might as well just go mess around. See, near the Ant Palace. Okay. We'll go see if this is a super boss or not, and if so, I'm probably going to lose. Bug Fables vs. Capcom Collection, Tears of the Wild 2 Turbo. Okay. What's going on, Maki? Team Snakemouth, I was hoping you would be the ones to take my request. What's up with Yin? Why are you carrying it on your back? She's become a poopa. Yeah, after the ceremony, she just woke up like this. She should mature soon, then. I doubt it. You see, I've been researching Yin. In the first place, she shouldn't have been a caterpillar for so long. Are you worried she'll get stuck as a pupa? Yeah, but I've got a theory. I guess I had a game theory. After you enter the far grasslands heading west and then keep walking north, I'll explain everything there. Gotcha, we'll meet up there. Okay, I guess you want us to go to the far grasslands. I appreciate it. I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm not 100% sure, since I'm a little bad about the areas that revolve that grass area. So, we'll just go roam around. Well, you can't play Bug Fables on stream. It'll spoil it for us. You say that, like I won't end up doing that eventually if you guys wait too long. Because after a while, it's like, bro, you're not going to play it, clearly. That's always the thing with, like, games, is, like, people will say, oh, well, you know, I don't want to be spoiled for this, but then they won't actually play the game ever. And so it's like, well, then, if you say that, like, then why would you, like, you're supposed to play it then, you know? Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. I don't even need to actually do anything, because these enemies will die the second I touch them now, because that badge, which is nice. Because this reminded me of this one time I was sitting outside, and someone decided I had put a few beetles, or I had to put a few beetles on my shirt, and they bit me below my neck. Well, that sucks. Lately, you know, I've had issues with gaming. Even games I know I play them and get frustrated. Probably that fever. Should get going, unfortunately. Have fun with a game that reminds me of Paper Mario. Yeah, it probably should remind you of Paper Mario, considering it's very, very overtly inspired by it. I might have gone, I think it was the other the other path. I think I went the wrong way, but whatever. Well, I guess I could check the actual thing. Oh, the far grasslands. Never mind, I'm in the wrong place. But yeah, I'm not doing anything actually serious, but because we still have like another 30 minutes, it's like I could just end the stream, but like, I don't know, fuck it. Why not just mess around for a minute and chat? Oh. Yeah, because it's kind of fun. I'm a little sad I couldn't make a little more progress in Xenoblade 2, but like, again, it is what it is. I think next stream will either finish Chapter 4 or be very close to the end of Chapter 4. But we'll see. And right now, nothing is spoilers because you can't see anything significant, so it doesn't matter. So you don't have to worry about Bug Fables getting spoiled, because it's like, well, what am I spoiling for you? This is, I showed some of these areas in the last time I was streaming and had this game on. Okay, far grasslands. Alright, I've done almost all the quests. I still gotta find all the lost books, though. I don't know where they're all at. We'll just exit out here for now. What up? I'm good. We don't need to fight right now. I don't think he would go down this way because this is the way to the witch, but I will go check anyways. The Rhino Beetle is supersonic racing. Gotta keep his feet right on the ground. I guess so. Yeah, no, I don't think they're gonna be over here because the only thing that's over here is this witch house, which I already dealt with the side quests revolving around this. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I'm not real serious about it yet, but it's something I've been thinking on over the last several days in regards to it, and so we'll see. The biggest problem I could see happening with it is mainly just the fact that I don't have like a massive audience of 500,000 people or whatever immediately willing to fund it, which is potentially an issue just because like some Kickstarters get successful purely because a big deal YouTuber is behind them, but at the same time, there's a lot of Kickstarters that get popular just because they have a really good trailer. And, like, that's not a bad option either. Let me go this way because I remember there's something kind of weird about this. Oh, I was right, actually. This is where they wanted to be. Thanks for meeting me here. I'll explain when you're ready. Are you? Sure, I guess. What are we doing? So what's the big plan? That's a good question. Yin brought me here once. I believe it's where she was born. She may have been waiting to come back to mature. Is there any basis for that? Yeah, that's a good question. Well, no, but trust me on this one. That we will, but why did you require our assistance? Yeah, we made it here all by, or you made it here all by your, crud. For I suspected this might happen. Oh, we're gonna be attacked, okay. You could have told us before. Maki explaining his plans, please. What the fuck do you mean? He does this frequently? They were probably attracted by the energy Yin's giving off. Don't get them near Yin. We must protect them until she pupates. Team, let's stop them. Is it pupates or is it, like, pronounced differently? I've never actually, like... Oh, you're gonna make me fight these fucking goobers? Really? This again? This is like a post-game thing, too. I don't even need to... I'm so bad at button mashing. It's like the thing I'm the absolute worst at. Oh, yeah, that is a problem, isn't it? Uh-oh. Who cares? And it didn't freeze any of them, so now they're all gonna upgrade. Well, you know what you guys you're gonna get? Nothing, that's what. Oh, I guess there's more. Maybe I shouldn't have been using my fucking TP so frequently. I'm glad they hit Cabo at least once, because that's part of one of my badges, is fucking it powers up my allies every time they get hit. But for right now, Leaf can't do much. What I could do, though... Oh, no, okay, I can't do that. Well, first things first, I think they should be able to do 4 damage. We'll see, though. Yep, okay. So we'll get you. Uh-oh. Okay, I may have actually entered a challenge that's way harder than I realized. Okay, this is a little scary. We'll let him sit for a turn. And then that should kill him at least. Are they gonna keep refilling? Yep. Uh-oh. Stop doing that, Maki! You're really not helping us. Now I actually have to block their fucking attacks. Oh, shoot. Yeah, they're real powered up. This is not a good situation. I did not realize how hard this was gonna be. Okay, might as well. It froze one of them at least. Okay, how much HP? Okay, we could get rid of those guys pretty easy. Yeah, we might as well. We'll let Maki kind of deal some damage to that guy. He's gonna get upgraded, unfortunately, but there's not much we can do. This is kind of our best bet, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna die without a doubt. Yep. Oh, this isn't going well. We can use a magic seed. Let's see. Okay, so to get the Metapod past the state, you have to switch it out with a different Pokemon to split the EXP. It's annoying. And that bee, it reminds me of this time my dad told me about some guy who he works with getting swarmed by a bunch of bees. Apparently he had to go to the hospital. And this one time, a gaggle of bees were chasing me when I was doing yard work. It scared me bad. I don't think the game had anything to do with that. I think it's pupates. It might be pupates. Boy, this is sure a problem. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do a little refill here. Because things are not going super great. I did not realize how hard this was gonna be. I thought this would be a funny little thing. So, seems like a good time to panic button here. Should we taunt? No. We should definitely dash through. Get rid of all of them right now. Oh, not all of them, but... you really shouldn't be doing that. Okay, well that attack doesn't do fucking anything anyways. Okay, and now... Oh, we're done, I guess. Never mind. Get out of here. Get wrecked. No experience because I'm too high a level for it to do anything for me. This sucks. I'm just explaining why bugs scare me. I'm just saying, I don't think the game had much to do with it. Unbeatable. He's not a bee. He's a beetle. Okay, I guess the pun still works. Oof, seems we managed to ward them off. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we managed to, considering how freaking ridiculous that was. Also, that thing's face is so goofy looking. Oh, well, no, it definitely did turn into, like, an actual thing. Okay, so this is something that was talked about in the lore earlier in the game, but it's like, the bugs don't start off with this capability. It's just something that happens to some of them, and none of them know why. So that's interesting. Yin, you know my name? Oh, great, she can talk now. I can see you're real thrilled about it. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Thank you, Team Snake Mouth. You helped me keep her safe. Yin's our friend too. It's fine. I don't think they really were. She's got quite potent magic. Wonder what'll become of it. What do you mean she has magic? Well, back to the castle with us, right, brother? Not yet. First, let me reward you for everything you've done. Super Pepper. Iron Seed. Sir Maki, these items are about the least I could give you. Don't worry. We'll make good use of them. Is that so? Well, we've been looking for sparring partners. Huh? Like, fight you for real? Yeah, our brother needs some real challengers. Oh, great. If you're interested, you know where to find us. Not really. You're always moving around. The Ant Palace's bridge. We'll think about it. Okay, thank you. So I guess that's how you get a super boss fight. I knew you could fight them in some way, but I didn't know the context of it. Actually, I actually don't like bugs much either, but that won't stop me from playing eventually. Yeah, that's the thing is, like, I don't think it should matter too much. Permanently raises an ally's attack by 1? Yeah. Those are the best way to distribute it. Because V, the B, the little weak B, is like the most dangerous thing. You didn't get to see it in that fight because it was a bad fight for it. But that thing does ridiculous damage. She is crazy. It evolved into Butterfree, as all Metapods do. Its name is Yin, so it needs a sibling named Yang. Oh, yeah. That is a thing, isn't it? But yeah, I guess that was a good thing to do. I need to actually go through the rest of the post-game with this game, because there's a lot of, like, cool stuff that you get to do in the post-game that I haven't done yet. And I want to see all of it, because I've already done all this content up to this point, so I may as well just continue. But that being said, it's pretty cool. I like that the side quests in this game aren't just give me an item or whatever. It's like there are a couple of them here and there, but a lot of them just have like actual story elements or involve characters you've seen up to this point, and it's pretty cool. Even if one of the characters that I really wanted to see more of never got a side quest revolving around them, which really bothered me because it's like, come on, man. I want to see more of them. What's the deal? The thing is, if I was going to fight them, I would definitely need to prepare a little more than this. Because they're not going to be an easy fight if I had to take a guess. So I think we'll probably, like, we'll just chill here and end the stream after we've chilled for a couple minutes. You know, so. Glad I got to show off more bug fables. Let me go find that one crazy one. This is the character I was talking about, by the way, Mothova. She was fucking great, and then it just barely gets to the... She has a pretty prominent part, but she doesn't actually get to do what I... Like, I don't know, I just wanted more. Mecha Bee Destroyer Blast Lord, I think this is the one. It is. So, serious looking sword ant, happy looking ant, and newly born Butterfree. I guess so, yeah. Despite how epic this boss fight theme sounds, the fight itself is like really goofy looking. Let's see. Oh, Mothova. I remember her from Mothova versus... It's not the one. It's not the same one. It's not the same character, but... Yeah, no, I really like this game's cast of characters. What's interesting about it, in particular to me, is that, like, there are a couple things I don't like about it quite as much as Paper Mario, but one thing I definitely think is better in this game is its characters. They just have a lot more depth to them. Like, in Paper Mario, Mario doesn't talk much, and the partners only are prominent for one chapter, even in Thousand Year Door. Whereas in this game, all three of the characters have, like, baggage that you find out throughout the game, and it's all, like, very interesting in its own very distinct way. Unfortunately, I guess one of those things was spoiled for Jispy, but there's not much I could do about that. I did not think I was gonna fucking run into a major side quest that tells you the backstory of a fucking main character. That's it. Gojira. You can't say Godzilla. I mean, it's just a name. It doesn't really matter. But either way, you know, I don't know. I just really fell in love with this game. I don't really encounter these kind of things that often where, like, I just get super into something. It's like once every several years, except for the last 2 years where I played Xenoblade 3 and then this, so I guess I got lucky in that case. But, like, it's not common that I come across games that just, like, gel with me so hard like this. And this is, like, one of those special cases where it's like, yeah, no, this game probably is in my top favorites, and, like, if we're talking objectively speaking, I like this game better than Paper Mario, the Thousand Year Door at this point. Like, I finally decided on that definitively. I didn't want to say that for the longest time. I kept kind of being like, no, okay, no, It's not better, but at this point, no. I cannot say anything else because it's like, no, to me it is better. I'd be lying if I said anything else. But I don't know. So see, it helps that Nintendo ruined 1,000 Year Door with the translation. Well, it's the translation changes I'm not thrilled about either, because I hate when companies are like, oh, we gotta go change all this random stuff to make the game completely different because we're too scared of what people will say about it as is. But on top of that, the game doesn't play very well now. I don't know what a newcomer would think of it, but like, for me, boy, I sure did not like how it played at all. It was so slow. Oh, whoops, sorry. I was trying to change the song. Let's play one of the more calm tracks. Boy, there's a lot of tracks. Oh, clearly I fucking went too far, I think? Oh, okay. There we go. We'll play this one. This one's calmer, but, you know. I think it'll be a good one to end the stream on. But yeah, so I think this will probably be it for the stream. You know, I think we've been on for long enough. I would have liked to if I'd gotten to get a little further in Xenoblade 2 and if I didn't need to replay that entire chunk of it, but like, it is what it is. You know, so either way, it was fun. And I don't mind replaying it because it just means I get to fight the bosses again, which is not a problem because the combat is very fun. So before the next stream, I'll make sure things get set up. Vinny seems to have no issues with the remake. Honestly, the backtracking reduction helps a lot too. I never really cared about the backtracking, frankly. Like, that was one of those issues that everybody would say was an issue, but it never really did anything for me either way. It was like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. I played the first couple chapters of it, and like, the issue I had with it is every single attack input takes longer. Everything feels like kind of sluggish. The freaking overworld progression feels kind of slower. Animations have like way more lag time because they wanted to go for like an artsy approach, and so like everything just takes longer. And then on top of that, the super guards are like impossible now. Like, maybe they changed the timing, but it's like I could not get them to activate most of the time. It was every once in a while one might activate, but it's like, it's weird because the timing always worked fine in 1,000 Year Door, the original. And so not having the super guards, it's like, well, that takes away one of the best tools you have and makes it way less fun. And so it's like, it's hard to play a game that you like when it's like this version, you're constantly looking at it and going, yeah, but like, I could be playing the version that plays better, in the version I have more fun with, in the version that doesn't have like a weirdly warped translation. You know, it's like, yeah, the visuals are better, but I don't know, that doesn't change it enough for me to really care, because visuals don't really matter that much to me. The backtracking changes, I guess, are an improvement, but it's not something that affected my original playthroughs very much. Like, I can't think of a single time where, like, I was actually, like, aggravated at the game. I think that one part of Chapter 5 gets a little bit dumb, but even then, it's not that bad. It's just kind of like, I don't know. There are more warp pipes to help with finding General White, too. I have heard that, yeah. It's like a skill issue to me. It's more like they changed all the timing in a remake for no reason issue. Even Vinny managed to get some super guards on occasion. Yeah, but here's the thing, is like, I get super guards pretty frequently. You could see in the playthrough I did on stream where like I was getting them quite frequently because like the timing, even for stuff I didn't know the timing for, you could kind of guess where it would be at. And so I was able to pull some really cool stuff off, and yet even against like early enemies where the timing should be really easy to get, I just could not get it to work. Like, it just, I think I did it like once or twice in total. And it's like, that doesn't make sense because I never had trouble with this in the past. So it's like, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the remake. It's kind of one of those things where like, I've never had a remake of a game that changed the fundamental feel of it. Like, every time I've played a remake, it's either a game I've never played before, so it doesn't matter, or it's a game where it's like they do the normal Nintendo thing of it just being the same game at the core. Like, it doesn't feel any different. You know, when you play the new Luigi's Mansion 2 remaster, it's like that just is Luigi's Mansion 2. Metroid Prime Remastered still played exactly like Metroid Prime. There were no weird differences. And so, like, with this one in particular, it is hard for me to not notice it, because every battle I'm like, oh, that's kind of annoying, or like, oh, I would like it if that attack stopped being so slow, or like, oh, well, that super guard normally would have worked, but I guess the timing has changed, and then I keep testing it out and I still can't figure out the timing. It's like, well, I'm basically done with all the enemies of this type in this area, so I guess I'll try it in the next chunk of level design and hope that maybe the next enemy has a super guard timing that is more similar to the original. And like, it's hard to play something that has changed from how you know it when it's changed in ways that don't feel fun, I guess. That's been my problem. I also think there was a badge that makes the timings easier in the remake. Yeah, but I don't want to use that kind of badge. Then it just feels like I'm playing baby mode. Like, that's not fun. Like, I would rather play it with a regular challenge. And so, like, that's part of it. Also, I know you're saying skill issue, Geek. By the way, this game is, like, fucking 5 times harder than that game ever gets. And yet, I had no problem with its difficulty. Like, this game gets fucking crazy difficult at certain points where it's like, yeah, I'm on death's door, and I either am not gonna win, I'm gonna lose, that's it, I have to retry. Which happened a lot in this game. Or it's like, I barely win out, because even with good strategy, the boss fights are hard. So it's not difficulty that's the problem, it's that they tweaked shit that doesn't feel good. I think Geek doesn't know what skill issue means. Yeah, it's like, I've played Thousand Year Door a billion times. I've never had trouble with it. So if it was a skill issue, you'd think I'd have issues with that game, but no, it's just the remake. So they messed something up with how they timed it in the remake, which makes it harder. And like, to be fair, in all the gameplay I've seen of that remake, almost nobody super guards because it doesn't work very well for most people. So this is a change, and I think it's because of the frame rate. They lowered the frame rate to 30 FPS from 60, which I think is part of why it feels so bad to me. Because, like, the frame rate is cut in half and it's super noticeable in the combat. But I'm kind of worried that what they did is they just cut the time in half. Because, like, yeah, no, I don't think they were able to match it correctly. And, like, 1 frame is insane to fucking hit a super guard in. You had to be a speedrunner to do shit on, like, the same frame. Nah, missing super guard timing is just skill issue. I'm on Geek's side. Well, you guys are both fucking wrong then. Like, I'm sorry, but you guys are wrong. The super guard timing, if you look at every other playthrough, people can't do it correctly. Especially people who played the original game, they changed it. Imagine I went into a game that you've played a bunch of times, and then just, like, subtly tweaked a bunch of shit about it, where everything doesn't work the way it should normally. And then I slowed the pace of the game down to like half, like the frame rate's been cut in half, and there's a bunch of weird things. The game looks better, mind you, and has some improvements, but like your favorite game is now like tweaked in a bunch of really notable ways. And it's like, yeah, like imagine playing Mega Man Legends, Geek, and every shot you take takes like triple the time for no fucking reason. It's just like, he just takes longer to fire, and that's it. And so it's like the battle's taking longer is just an inherent part of the combat, and then somebody goes, you say, oh, well, I don't like it that they changed this in the remake and how he goes slower and everything goes slower, and then somebody goes, no, that sounds like a skill issue, you just need to get better. Like, that's not, I get really irritated with the skill issue thing. I guess this is one of those things that's always rubbed me real bad, is like, I hate it when people can't actually bring up a point against what you're saying, and so they just go, this is a skill issue. Because 9 times out of 10, when that's the critique used, it basically says loud and clear, I actually don't know what to say about this, but I don't agree with it because it's criticizing something I like, and so it's a skill issue. Like, when there's a design decision that hurts the experience of somebody, yeah, no, that's not a skill issue, that's just a bad change. Your skill issue is that you can't adapt. Okay, well, the developer's skill issue is that they should have fucking timed it correctly then. Then I get used to it over time. Yeah, but I don't want to because the game itself doesn't play as well either. Again, on top of the weird, subtle change to the mechanics that make it less fun, everything is so slow now that it's not fun to play. It's like, yeah, I could play it But why would I play it when it's like, well, I could have more fun with the original game over there on my shelf that I could play at any time that plays better and doesn't have these issues? Like, why would I do that? It'd be different if this was a new game and, like, I had never experienced it before. But no, I have the other option right over there. So basically, like, going from Mega Man X6 to X7. I've never played that, so I wouldn't know. Duo, that wouldn't bother me. It would bother most people. I beat Elden Ring, so I can say skill issue. No, you can't, because it's a different game. Play the original 1,000 Year Door in its entirety, like 5 times over, and then play one playthrough of the remake. And then you can actually make a fair comparison of this argument. And let me tell you, you'll do that and go, yeah, no, I kind of get what you're saying. It's annoying. I beat Mega Man X3. Alright, you get used to it over time. Troy, like how you get used to Sonic R. The difference is that's actually true. And like, again, with Sonic R, I actually spent the time to learn how the game plays. But again, why would I do that with this remake when it's like, I could just play the original, which is more fun. I love Mega Man Legends for how everything comes together. The combat being slower paced wouldn't annoy me. It'd make me love it even more because I genuinely would want the combat to last longer. I don't know if that's really, like, that doesn't make much sense to me. Yeah, but I recall Troy saying Sonic R was too annoying to want to play, so hearing him call skill issue now is kind of just funny. That is true, but I'm not going to use the skill issue argument because that's not it'd be weird to say, oh, I don't like this argument, and then use it. Sonic R is different. I haven't played it because I don't feel like streaming. Last I played it, I got a bit of an understanding of it. I don't know. Again, I've just never liked the argument because it's like, I've only ever heard it from people that could never actually, like, justify the argument. I heard it a lot on YouTube. Anytime you criticize a game, even like stuff that's pretty objective, they'll just say it's a skill issue. That was like the most common thing you would hear is like, oh, this part of the game is designed kind of weird and it doesn't really flow well. Or like, oh, this part is boring to play through, and they would just say skill issue. Sounds like a skill issue to me. And it's like, how is that even a skill issue at all? You know, or like, oh, everybody agrees this is a bad design choice. Like the Zelda 2 video, like almost everybody who plays it will tell you that game is a fucking garbage mess of bad decisions. You can like the game, but it has a lot of bad design choices that are overtly obnoxious. When you get knocked off a bridge, you immediately lose. Like, that's fucking bizarre. You don't just take damage. It's like, no, fuck you. You get knocked back into a cliff, and you don't even have any ability to control it because the game takes away your control. Too bad. You died. And when you criticize stuff like that, people will just say it's a skill issue. You need to get better. But it's like, well, no, it's just an unfun game design decision. Like, it's not a skill issue. I can learn to dodge it better. I did dodge it. But it wasn't a fun thing. I was never happy about it. Every time I saw a cliff, I'm like, oh, great. There's more opportunities for the game to do something stupid now. Skill issue is just a cop-out argument. Yeah, that's my feeling on it. Like, it always feels like an argument people use when they don't want to actually make an argument. And worse, it's one of those that I've heard in places that make no sense. Yeah. So I don't know. I get real irritated whenever somebody starts, like, genuinely bringing up skill issue as an argument. But also, you know what the thing is funny about this whole argument? I'm the only one here who's played the 1,000 Year Door remake and played the original, so I'm the only one who can even argue this. So I'm inherently right until somebody proves me wrong. So go ahead, prove me wrong, play 1,000 Year Door 5 times over the original, and then play the remake, and then we can debate about it. Fine then. You know, so that's the challenge at that point. If you want to prove me wrong in this really stupid argument that's meaningless, is to do that and then tell me that it's not, like, kind of annoying if you get that used to it and then it suddenly changes. And again, you're not even getting the full experience with that because I played this since I was a fucking kid. It's been like 20 years since I first played it, and I played it a bunch of times since then. So, like, yeah, no, the muscle memory is built so hard with that game, there's no changing it. After I beat Paper Mario 64, I'll go through TTYD on Dolphin, then I get on Switch. Well, you gotta do it 5 times, because you need to recreate the experience of having full experience with that game. Just playing it once means you might forget how it feels, especially if it takes as long as Paper Mario 64 has taken. It's gonna be like 3 years before you even, like, get to 1,000 Year Door HD. So it's like, nah, you have to play it 5 times over. That way you get at least a closer experience to having played a game so much that your muscle memory has built up so strongly that you cannot tear it away. Yeah, it reminds me of an issue I kept running into when arguing with people about stories. Yeah, it's the nature of things. Yeah, I actually don't care. I'm just messing with you. Personally, I think skill issue is just a joke. I never take it seriously. I don't take it that seriously. It's just kind of like when everybody is arguing in the chat and it's like, oh, well, no, I agree with them. It's a skill issue. It's like, well, now I have to argue the point. Because if Geek just says it's skill issue, it's like, well, yeah, he's just Geek. That's just what he says. That's just how he is. But, like, when you agree with them, it's like, well, no, now I have to defend the argument because there are two people going against what I'm saying that have not played the game either. The experience is that people say all stories need conflict, and I would name A Garfield Christmas as a story that really doesn't. And people, for some reason, will argue with me that it actually does, even as they admit they never saw it. Yeah, I also wouldn't dare support Nintendo financially anyways. I'd never buy a Switch. Fair. Honestly, fair. Part of me feels conflicted when I ever give them any money nowadays, which is stupid, but there's nothing I can do. Because it's like, they don't deserve the money. But like, that being said, I like their games. But honestly, I'm beginning to start doing things more often where I'm waiting until games have been out for a while and then buying them used, and instead I'm playing more indie stuff. I've got some stuff in mind. I know I want to play Sea of Stars, but the reason why I haven't played that yet is because I know it's like somewhat inspired by Chrono Trigger, and it's like, well, I need to play fucking Chrono Trigger first then. And the only reason why I haven't played that is just because I'm scared I'm gonna be bad at it and I'm not gonna be able to, like, or I talked to this about to Jispy about this last night, but I was so worried I'd pick a bad party member and get stuck with them, and then he told me like, oh no, all the party members are good, and so it's like, well, okay, now I'm actually a lot more down to play it. Well, excuse me for going through all the emotional, mental, and school issues I've been dealing with that keeps me from playing nearly 30-year-old role-playing game. You better be sorry, Geek. No, just kidding. The funny thing is, you're saying, well, excuse me for blank, and it's like, I'm not saying that. It didn't even blame you for not playing 64. I literally said, just at the rate you're going, it's like, yeah, no, it's just how long it would take. Like, it's just a fact of the matter, Geek, you know? And I'm like, if you never saw it, why the heck are you acting like an expert? Yeah, I mean, that is the argument I have with a lot of games. And buy their stuff secondhand. Yeah, it's something I'm starting to do. I'm starting to want to do. Because it's like, legitimately speaking, Nintendo's kind of a terrible company. But like, the issue is, of course, that there are some games where it's like, man, I'd really not like to wait. But I guess you don't even have to wait that fucking long now that I think about it. There's always people selling it secondhand not that long after. You know, because the only thing that's got a big question mark in my mind right now is the Mario and Luigi game that's coming out. Because like, fuck, man, I really do like that series and I'd like to play it. But then the thing is, it's kind of like Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, where it's like, I got it, and then it was like, well, why did I fucking buy this? I'm playing Bug Fables, and I've had no interest in playing it by comparison, because I would rather just play this. And so it's like, well, fuck, I shouldn't have even bought this. Like, I should have just waited. I can't help it if the waking nightmare stopped me from doing the stuff I want to do. Well, I can't do much about it either, Geek. I'm gonna be real. Give me a second, I'm gonna go save the game, because I'd like to keep that side quest finished. Alright, so anyways, I'm gonna end the stream about now. I think we've been talking for long enough, honestly. I've been saying I was gonna end it a while ago, but I gotta get cooking. So, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 that mostly went well until I fucking soft-locked myself like a goober while talking about stuff, but hey, it happens. So I hope you enjoyed it. Next time, we'll probably be streaming more Xenoblade because I want to keep getting through it. I also may stream more next week. Like, I said this last week, but like, what I'm considering doing this week is like maybe Thursday or Friday night or something after I'm finished with the stuff I normally do. I might start up a stream and just continue Xenoblade 2. And that way we can get through more of Chapter 4. Because, like, I want to get through this chapter, and also because Xenoblade 2 is long, and, like, the longer that I keep waiting on this, the longer I'm going to be stuck playing it, which I love the game, but, like, obviously I don't want to play it forever. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night, and I hope you guys take care.